ask your sister to sit in a half a tub of water. You just saved over 10 gallons of water. So keep New York wet. Save water. Turn the water off when your mother's brushing her teeth. You'll save over a gallon of water. Keep New York wet. Save water.
Bouncing up and down. As you get better, lift one leg up, and as it tires, alternate legs. And simply bounce. Holding it there. And just simply bounce. When you get to a more advanced degree, you can lift both legs up and put your body into a V shape.
Very popular.
And my son was teething. He used to like to take the big fat rubber end of my vibrating toothbrush and put it in his mouth on. Okay. And he'd just kind of sit there like, oh yeah, that feels good. That hit the spot. My gums are when.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Tired of boiling water every time you have a spaghetti dinner? Boil a few gallons in the beginning of the week and refrigerate it for later.
Hello y'all, today I'm eating Chick-fil-A. Hello y'all, today I'm eating Chick-fil-A.
Do you ever worry that they're playing too much Nintendo?
Oh, not anymore. See, Matt has Bible adventures. They're actually learning Bible stories while they're playing Nintendo.
Quick, get that Bible quote before you run out of power.
Bible Adventures features 3 games in 1 cartridge: Noah's Ark, Save Baby Moses, and David and Goliath. A must for every family with Nintendo. Call 1-800-77-BIBLE. That's 1-800-77-BIBLE.
Gone, she been gone so long, she been gone so long. Gone, she been gone so long, she been gone too long. Gone, she been gone so long, gone so long. She didn't have to leave me, she didn't have to run.
Do you know why ghosts hang out at liquor stores? Because that's where they get their booze!
Hear a song? Freezing, rest his head on a pillow made of concrete. Yeah. We put him in mess. That's called Pearl Jam. You ever see Pearl Jam live? Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it!
Oh, hey everybody, how you doing? What do you think? Are you ready for Thursday? It doesn't matter what you think, because Thursday's here, it's coming anyway, and we're here to do it. How's everybody doing today? Yes, it is Thursday. What is it? September 12th. It's the day after 9/11 that we celebrated yesterday. How is everybody doing today? It's kind of one of those weird days in the week. It's not exactly Friday. It's not exactly Monday or Tuesday. It's kind of Thursday and all, but we're going to get through it together. What are you doing for the next 3 hours? I'm BF Buffalo Bobby Fran, and I'm here to get you through those next 3 hours. So let me know what you're doing. We're
doing it.
We are doing it. And what's going on here? What time is it? We know what time it is. That's right. The whistle lets us know that it is 12 o'clock where this show is emanating from. The East Coast of the United States, 12 o'clock. It's 9 a.m. on the West Coast. And how's everybody else doing around the world? Dang Lizard and Flex316 checking in from down under and everything. If you guys are here today, welcome to BF Live. Let's hang out for the next 3 hours and see what kind of fun we can get into. We'll do the BF Live other news or the not so serious news. We're going to certainly tag on a thing of Bob reading the news from the Miserable Men days, a miserable moment in news history. We're also going to go back and look at maybe my whack package. Do you want to check out my package? Because we discussed, the Howard Stern fans, we discussed a few days ago that we lost Crazy Alice. We lost Alice from one of the many funny whack packers on the Stern Show. She passed away, and I happened to come across a clip of maybe her only appearance in the studio. She really only called in on the phone. I can't really say that I remember many in-studio appearances, but you're going to love the one I got for you. I got that. I got Perry Talk. We have all kind of fun stuff. I got a whole thing, a sheet of stuff. Let's see what we can get into for the next 3 hours. What kind of fun we can get into. And what I like to do, I just get in fun with all you guys. I see there's like 46 chats piling up. I don't have anybody backstage, but I don't need nobody. I got you to keep me company. So let's go. It's Bobby solo so far, but let's see what happens in the next 3 hours. Like I say, I like to turn on my gear, come on here and see who pops up, because I never know myself what's going to happen for BF Live. So why don't we do it? Let's get into it. Let me know what you're up to today. Are you having some lunch? What are you up to? What are you down with? Check in, say hello or not. If you can only watch for a second, just let me know that too. Say, hey man, I listen to your BF. I can't really chat with everything, but I'm watching you. Let me know what you're doing. This is the initial check-in, so let's do it. This is your time for the opening chat family check-in for Thursday, September 12th on BF Live Stream Show 146. The chat family check-in. Glasses are going on. Let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Go amongst yourselves and talk with me. Let's get through this day together one way or the other, and let's have fun doing it. I am your friend and host, BF Bobby, as you well know. I can't be first. Hoyas, what? You can't be first. Well, looks like you are first. So let's go and let's do it.
Can I get a Hoya? Get a Hoya. Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
You were first, and you get the first Hoya of the day. And thank you to anyone that watched yesterday. Those of you that did watch, or maybe you watched after the fact, know that I did have some family business to take care of at the normal show time. So I snuck on the air and did a 9 a.m. show yesterday, 9 o'clock East. Thanks for most of you for kind of catching up with me and joining me. A lot of people like that time of the day. Terry, it was great seeing everybody in there. So thank you for that. Good morning, BF and chat. Good morning, Bobby, brother. How you doing, man? Hoya Bobby from Space Nerd. Bobby reminds me about Replayables, and I trust you recovered good from Replayables. And we had a great time on Replayables last night. We always do. It's the Midweek Freaks. Got a little Gannett flying around my face. But yes, it was the Midweek Freaks, and we always have fun hanging out on Replayables. That we're going to do 8 o'clock on Wednesdays, because that's a good time during the week. But man, show up for Saturday for the 10 o'clock show, because it is popping off on the Saturday show. Space Nerd says Hoya to Bobby. Hoya everyone from Tiffany, Washington checking in. Hey, Tiff Wash. Space Nerd check. Hey, Space Nerd from Bybee. Hey, guys from Chung Squad. Now we're bricked up. Now we're getting it, buddy. How you doing, man? I know that Perry's been showing premieres all week, and we're going to get into one of them. We're going to get into the return of the zebra stream. We're going to look at maybe some animals that showed up in the hall for a classic Perry Caravello show. They're kind of showing all week from 2021. We're going to get into that a little bit. Hey, Tiff from Bybee. Hey, Chung from Space Nerd. My lovely sister checks in and says, Hoya to all my pod pals. You get the applause. You get the kiss. You get the Hoya.
Can I get a Hoya? Get a Hoya. Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
right. Come on. I see the number building. Assemble in the chat family. Let's go. I'll get some more chairs if I need to. Hoya, Baby Fran, Bobby Fran, and the chat from the lovely Mrs. Honeybee. How you doing, Mrs. Honeybee? What's good? Hey, Bobby from Tiffany, Washington. Hoya, Kathy from the Space Nerd. Chunk from our friend Bobby. Hoya, Mrs. HB from Space Nerd. Turfner, hey Turfner, how you doing from Space Nerd? Chunk Squad giving out the love and all, and the double horns and all that. Hoya, Space Nerd from Kathy. Hey, Nerd from Tiffany, Washington. Hey, Mrs. Honeybee from Bybee. Bybee says hello to my sister Kathy. Tiffany Washington says hi to Mrs. Honeybee and Kathy and Chunk. Chunk says, what a great workout. You got it. Yo Tiff from Chunk. Chunk is laughing, which is good. Hoya Bybee, Hoya Tiff, and Hoya Chunk for my sister Kathy. Mrs. Honeybee is laughing, which is good. Yikes. Yes, Moranis. Yeah, you like that? Gone so long. That was from the opening liftoff reel. That was Rick Moranis and John Candy and them guys. Funny guys. Bible Nintendo, I never knew about that game. But you need to be saved. You need more Jesus in your life. You should have been playing Nintendo Jesus games when you were coming up. That explains a lot there. You didn't even know, Chunk Squad, did you? I bet Terry Nee knew about those games. Let's see. You must be a heathen since you didn't play it, says Space Nerd right there. Where do you find these? I just love just being on my phone and being on the internet and just odd, quirky videos, man. When something strikes me, it gives me that little giggle or that little strike me like, wow, that's really funny or different. I love sharing that stuff. I'm like, that's the stuff that usually hits with everybody. I guess so, Space Nerd. You didn't play them. There's Cyke Labs link right there. We're going to go back and show you the last few great creations from Cyke Labs, and then I will share the latest and greatest from you from Cyke Labs as always. Me too, Chunk. Chunk, that is a new one. I'm still not awake. Well, come on, that's why we're here. That's why we're here. I see you coming in. It's up to 19 now. Come on, there's some more chairs over on this side of the room. Please hit the like button on your way in and way out when you got to go to the bathroom or something on the way in and out of the room. How's everybody doing? My sister says click the like button. Thank you very much. Good morning to you as well, to lovely Space Nerd. Space Chief 75 says the old ads for Don's Guns in Indiana would be great for the BF intro and Hoya everybody. Thank you, Space Chief 75.
Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
Chunk Squad says the disappointment on the children's faces when they got the Bible Nintendo games. Yeah, this ain't what I wanted. This ain't Mario Kart. I didn't want no Bible-ass game. That'd be funny. On Christmas morning. Hoya Space Chief from my sister Kathy. Hey Chief from Tiffany Washington. Hoya to Kathy Linder from the Space Chief. And Tiffany Washington, hello from the Space Chief. The Chunk Squad is giving the love to Space Chief 75. Nerds throws out another Hoya. Chunk Squad getting the love from Space Chief 75. Here is the bro you know, the creative bro and creator, Cyke Labs checking in. Cyke checking in. Saying Hoya, my nogas. I love my nogas, but where's my Cyke Labbers? Come on, we'll be getting Cyke Labs pretty soon. Hey, Cyke from Tiffany Washington. Space Chief 75 says, I was watching yesterday, but had some stuff going on and couldn't really chat. And I really like knowing that, guys. And I understand that I'm coming on in a weird part of the day for a lot of people. I wanted to kind of have make my own spot here on the day side and all. That's kind of why I came to the day side. And just for whoever it's available for, if I can get you through your day, through lunchtime or whatever, I want to be able to hook you up. So if you can't always talk, I understand that. But check in every now and then and just let me know that you're watching. Make me feel good about myself. Hey, Cyke from our friend Bybee. Bricked up now. Chris is checking in. We had a lot of fun last night, brother Chris, didn't we?
Chris fucking Abel?
The one and only. We hang out on Wednesdays and Saturdays on the Levyverse. How you doing, buddy? Let's see. Hi, Chris. Hi, who?
Chris fucking Abel?
Says Tiffany Washington. Thank you, Stephen Bravo, for the colorful and generous $2 super chat. How you doing, buddy? You ready for Thursday? Well, here it is anyway. You get a Hoya.
Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
Thank you, Stephen Bravo, for your most generous and colorful $2 super chat. Welcome. Tiff Watch getting the love from Chris Abels, as well as Stephen Bravo getting the Hoya from Chris Abels. Hoya Tiff from Chris Abels with the llama. Ding Dong checks in. Mrs. Cyke. She says, Hoya, and happy Thursday to everyone. Yes, it's Thursday. It's that kind of day. Hoya Ding Dong from Chris Abels. Hoya the Ding Dong from Tiff Wash. Chris fucking Abel, says our friend Bybee.
Chris fucking Abel?
Hoya, Chris, and Tiff from Ding Dong. Bybee, brother from Chris Abels. Ding Dong is giving the Hoya to the nerd. Ding Dong checks in and says Hoya to Space Chief and Bybee. Abel's getting the love from our friend Space Chief 75. Cyke from Abels. Hoya Cyke from our friend from Kathy. Space Chief 75, brother from Chris Abels. Hi, Ding Dong from Space Chief 75. Kathy's getting the love from Abels and the llamas. Hoya Kathy from Ding Dong. Hoya Chris. Spawn's checking in and says, man, I'm happy and thankful to see Bobby live during my lunch break. Now, if we could all in unison take a shit and step in it. Come on, Spawn. Let's go. How you doing, Spawn, man? Checking in today. Thank you very much. Let's have fun today to see what we can get into. Hey, Ding from my sister Kathy. What's up, Bybee, Tiff, etc. Hey, Ding Dong from Bybee. Hey, Spawn from Tiffany, Washington. And Bybee checks in with Spawn and says, hey, Spawn, not much. And with that, we went through it fast because we want to get on some fun stuff because there's 20 people in here. That was the opening chat family check-in today for BF Live Stream Show 146.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Thank you very much. All right. Yeah, let's get on to the fun stuff because I got some other news, some headlines that we can talk about and get into. We're going to get into a little Perry talk and go back and look at some classic Perry. And I really want to look at this Crazy Alice thing because in light of her just passing away, being part of the Whack Pack on the Howard Stern show, I want to relive that for people because, you know, it's been many years, so I didn't remember every detail about it. But you're going to like Crazy Alice's about Gay Howard or whatever. Crazy. I'm not crazy. If I'm crazy, you gay. Crazy Alice's appearance into the studio at the Howard Stern show when I show you BF's Whack Package. Look who checks in. Thank you, man. Chris Abel with the most colorful, large, and generous 1999 super chat from my bro. Thank you, man. He says, always a blast with my brother BF and the chat family. Cheers, brother. I'll be back after I take homie to lunch, gang. See you all soon. Well, thank you. Thank you, man. It's great. It's great. Obviously, being friends with you and just you bringing me along and everything, and us doing stuff together. I love and appreciate you, brother. Chris Abels, and thank you for the 1999. Later, Abels from Space Chief 75. Tell homie hi for me from Tiffany, Washington. Spawn checks in and says, "What is it, Kathy? What it is, Kathy? Rather. Let's see. Later, Abels from our friend Bybee. See you all soon, and we'll do Tiff. Thank you, Chris from Tiffany, Washington. All right, and so we caught up with those chats there. I wanted to acknowledge that most generous. Thank you, Chris Abels, for the 1999 super chat. I love you guys, and I love doing this. So that really helps me continue doing it. But let's do this now because I got a fancy news set over here. So why don't I jump over into the news set? I'll run my element and everything, and we will do the BF Live other news or the BF Live not so serious news. And let's talk about a couple of these stories going on in the news today. That's right. I'm over here now. Shout out. Hi, everybody. I'm your friend and host, BF Bobby Fran. Shout out and welcome. I see there's 22 people in here. Please hit the like on the way in and way out. It's absolutely free, and it lets YouTube know that you like me. We're about ready to get into the BF Live other news or the BF Live not so serious news. You know where to go for all your politics and world-ending kind of news. But BF Live, I like to concentrate on some other things that are going on in the world other than that in the BF Live not so serious news. Well, we can address this scumbag real quick because this is kind of a headline. So I like to mix in some headlines every now and then. This just came up. This Harvey Weinstein indicted on additional sex crime charges ahead of his New York retrial. So I just heard, I got a headline the other day that he suddenly got sick and got rushed off to the hospital. So now kind of in hindsight, I'm looking at this and thinking somebody knew that they were going to be catching more charges, and he must have caught the vapors or something because he knew he was going to catch more charges. But so many people knew about this pig scumbag. So disgraced movie mogul Harvey Weinstein has been indicted on additional sex crime charges ahead of his retrial in New York, Manhattan, prosecutors said at a Thursday hearing. The indictment will remain under seal until Weinstein's arraignment, which is scheduled for September 18th. So that's just more of the same. But everybody knew that this guy was a scumbag, and people sent actors and actresses his way knowing what they were going to get. But that's just my first thing in the BF Live, not so serious news. This is a feel-good story, and I was really surprised to see this mix of this headline, guys. Check this out. This headline says, there's a video. New Jersey rocker John Bon Jovi helps save a woman standing along a bridge. So apparently the report is, you can see she's looked like she's hanging over the edge. The report is that John Bon Jovi stopped somebody from jumping over a bridge and committing suicide. So let's read a little bit about this. It says, one of New Jersey's biggest celebrities, John Bon Jovi, has been credited with helping save a woman standing dangerously along a bridge in Nashville, Tennessee. And police shared video of the encounter. Look at that. So this is the lady over. If you can see where my arrow is, this lady is standing. She's already on the outside of the fence right here. I think this is Bon Jovi on the bridge, and he's going to come up. Let's see. It says, on Tuesday evening, Bon Jovi was on the pedestrian crossing with a small camera crew, News 2 Nashville, WKRN reported. He can be seen in the video released by Metro Police, along with another bystander approaching the apparently distraught woman who had stepped over the safety railing. So look, you can see right here. So now the woman is on the other side of Bon Jovi where you can't see her. And now that's Bon Jovi. It looks like Father Time now with that white hair, but that is John Bon Jovi. It says, after speaking with her, the rock star and the other person helped the woman climb back to the main crossing, where Bon Jovi spoke with her a while along. The News 2 report says, spoke with her a while long. What kind of English is that? And a while. Look, now he's giving her the bear hug and hugging her, but yes, I guess she was living on a prayer. Maybe she was halfway there, and John stopped her. Let me see. The John Siegenthaler Pedestrian Bridge is a short walk to the rock star's new downtown bar and restaurant along Broadway called JBJ Nashville. And there's a little kind of map. So this almost looks like, hey, John, why don't you go out on the bridge and save somebody so we can get some press for your place? I don't know. But there you can see the proximity. Apparently they were out there shooting a music video, and he encountered this woman, attempted to commit suicide, and John Bon Jovi saved her life. He was on the bridge filming a music video when the spontaneous intervention happened, TMZ reported. Police video released by WKRN was posted to the news outlet's YouTube account. It has been since taken down, I believe. And yes, we want to acknowledge anybody because, part of what I do is we know that life is serious and all. And we know sometimes people have these intrusive thoughts in their heads. And guys, if you're ever out there on the edge, I like to come here. That's why I want to promote positivity, because I know that life is serious enough, man. But please don't ever consider jumping off a bridge. Please come watch, hang out, and let the chat family lift you, or call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. It's you can call that, so 24/7. You can call that. That's New Jersey's number right there. But yeah, please don't go to these extreme guys. Please reach out for help or something, and don't have to count on. Don't be living on a prayer and hope that John Bon Jovi is halfway there and he has to save you. Let's all look out for each other. So there you go. That was the second story in the BF Live. Other news. That's why I call it the other news. It's kind of other news. So let's see some comments on this other news, and I'll get to a couple more stories I have. It says, what it is, Kathy? We got that one. See you soon. Thank you, Chris. The Stream Elements bot. I want to point out that I put them. I'm trying to clean up my Stream Elements bot so it's not peppered. I got Space Chief 75 in there. I got Scott Fitzpatrick in there. I have Bobby Nick in there. And I have Cyke Labs in there. And I thought I had Kahuna Nui. There it is right there. I'm going to promote my friend, the big Kahuna Nui. He stopped on our show yesterday, kind of out of the blue, unexpected. I kind of just threw out the link, and he said he would show up. And we had a great time hanging out the entire show. So if you ever want to hang out or watch that, you can go back and watch yesterday's show. But yes, he's trying to build up his own page and still trying to figure out where he's going to land after all this Joey C stuff. But I told him I'll always throw out the link to him, and he's welcome to stop by here on BF Live. But if you want to help him build his page up in the meantime, that is his YouTube link. It's absolutely free to sub to people's pages. Thank you in advance. That was nice of him, says the Space Nerd. Yes, it was nice of Bon Jovi. Has it been confirmed she wasn't seeking self-deletion? Well, I think she was. Yeah, I think you saw that she was on the other side of the bridge. LMFAO says Spawn. Spawn, he must still be useful. There's the bots running. Cyke says, have you ever seen The Bridge? about the people jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge. It's insane. No, Cyke, but I understand that that is a thing. And it's kind of quiet that I understand they don't even try to report many of them on the news for fear of like copycats, because so many people do it already, bro. But yeah, my understanding of that bridge is that is one of the most notorious bridges for people attempting suicide. I think it has a high percentage there, but I haven't seen that one. Did Richie arrive on the scene and rejoin the bond for 8 minutes and harmonize some bad medicine and then tell her to buy, tell her bye, dog? That's funny, yeah. Richie and John, I know they're still not back together yet. Space Nerd, no doubt, says Spawn. Thanks, BF. Thank you, Space Chief 75. No problem, brother. Yikes, Sykes. Yikes, Cyke from Space Nerd. There he is, Brian Kowalczyk checking in. Hey, man, how you doing? He was in the chat being generous last night and having fun on Replayables, buddy. How you doing, man? You're a midweek freak as well. What's good, Brian Kowalczyk? Happy Thursday, my friend. Good morning, BK. Brian Kowalczyk from the Space Nerd. Hey, Brian from Tiffany. The love pylon happens. They put in the nets to stop people. Yeah, I understand that certain below the bridge, they have like a catch net like so far out because so many people try it, Cyke. It's crazy, y'all. So please, I know life gets serious sometimes, but sometimes if you just give it a day, man, you'd be surprised. You do feel better the next day sometimes. So please don't ever go to those extremes. Call a friend, call a suicide prevention hotline, or jump in here on BF Live and let the chat family, let's lift you up, man. But please don't ever go do any shit like that. Let's do a couple more of these stories. I got another story, and then we're going to, at the end of this, we're going to have a moment in miserable news history, compliments of Cyke Labs, who has captured these great moments of Bob Levy attempting to read the Miserable Men news from the Miserable Men days on Sirius Satellite Radio. We're going to tag that right on here at the end of the regular news, and then we're going to go into Cyke Labs and a lot of other fun stuff. Cyke says the guy filming catches like, catches like 5 people on camera about the jump, and a couple do. Wow. Good morning, Brian, from my sister Kathy. Spawn says, it's been decided. Fuck this job. I want to hang with BF Live 5 days a week, 3 hours a day. This is my kind of hang. Thank you, Spawn. That's all I ever wanted to be, and stuff changed in my life, and I had this opportunity to either keep doing what I was doing or try to do something like this, what I thought I loved, and you guys are helping me make this dream come true, man, in doing this. So I want to be here every day for Spawn and everybody like you. They track great whites under the Golden Gate. Yeah, that'd be interesting. That would make it go ahead and jump. Just go ahead and jump. Go ahead and jump. Go ahead. Just, whoop. I don't have Cyke. I can't find my jaws right now. Where's my jaws? Where's my shirt? Oh, no, I can't. Oh, I'll find it later. Okay, let's see. Let's get into my next BF Live. This is a BF Live, not so serious news or other news story. This one, y'all, I even actually saw this on my news, which I thought they don't always show odd news. They're also being so political and showing other shit. But this says a Massachusetts woman found mysterious pine cone art in the woods. So let's watch this and speculate on where this might have came from. I'm going to show you this. A mysterious formation of pine cones appears in the woods in Boston. A Massachusetts woman taking a walk in the woods with her dog came across a mysterious pine cone formation she believes might be an art installation. Margaret Zatoni said she and her dog were walking along a trail in the Waltham's Cedarwood Park when she came across a circle of pine cones arranged like a mandala. It's a circle pattern with a repetitive design, making them is a meditative thing, she told WBZ-TV. I don't know if it's the artist is coming up and checking on it, but I am. I want to take a picture a day until it's not there anymore. She posted a photo of the pine cones to a local Facebook group, sparking commentators to offer theories including alien activity, satanic rituals, maybe. Zatuni said she thinks it's more likely the pine cone circle is someone's art project, possibly from a student at nearby Brandeis University. She says, I'm not on board with aliens and definitely not on board with satanic ritual. It doesn't even have a spot to stand in, Zatoni says. I appreciate that someone spent a significant amount of time putting it together and put it together on the edge of the trail. So let's show you this news report and this video, and you'll kind of see different angles of this pine cone, this large mysterious pine cone thing that showed up in the woods in Massachusetts.
Strange formation found behind Cedarwood Park. Now, the community boards are buzzing. Is it pine cone art?
You wanted us to be a buzz. Look at this. So you can see how giant it is. It's pretty large scale. This is like a piece of pine cone art. We can speculate what this might be, but look at this.
Is it a ritual altar? Is it something from an alien cult? Very interesting.
No one seems to know where it came from or who's responsible, but WBZ's Mike Sullivan went out into the woods with the person who made the discovery.
Come.
A stroll into the woods. It's an everyday activity until it isn't.
We walk here a fair bit. We walk on Brandeis campus also.
This is Margaret Zaituni and her dog Senna. You can often find them at Cedar Woods Park. You just won't often find what they found.
Yeah, I want to take a picture a day of it until it's not there anymore.
She believes it's of this world. Others aren't so sure.
This is it.
A formation of pine cones, lots, all in a perfect circle.
And then they do a pattern with ones pointing inward and pointing outwards.
She found the formation 2 days ago, posting her photo to social media.
It looks like it's concave almost.
All
Look
over
how big
the
it
place.
is.
It looks like a ritual. Aliens. That's some cult sacrifice, poltergeist, chupacabra.
I'm not on board with aliens and definitely not on board with satanic ritual. It doesn't even have a spot to stand in.
She believes it's art, possibly from a student at Brandeis, a shape called a mandala.
It's a circular pattern with a repetitive design, and making them is
Maybe it was Nelson's.
Sort of a meditative thing, calming thing.
But you can also see how some people get like a crop circle vibe.
Yeah, a crop circle is really big. This thing is not really big. Okay.
Margaret will continue to document it daily, and as a math teacher, the calculations of it all are fascinating to her.
There'll be a time of year where if it survives that long, the leaves come down like it's raining leaves. And you won't even be able to tell where it is anymore.
Maybe then we will know who really made it. In Waltham, I'm Mike Sullivan, WBZ News.
There you go. That's interesting. Mysterious pine cone crop circles popping up in the woods of Massachusetts. Spawn says, thank God June Boyner is the only sister left, and fossil at that. Oh, she is a fossil, yeah. Or the sisters may have been there shooting a video for their hit Jump for My Love. Jumping. I like me some Pointer sisters. Thank you, Spawn. Alien cult sounds like a story for the Shawnee Zone. Maybe Space Nerd. Them damn redneck, says Brian Kowalczyk. Look who's checking in, the bro. You know, Brian. We got the two BKs. We got back-to-back BKs. We got Brian Kowalczyk BK, and then we got the great Brian Clauder BK. What's up, brother? 2 months and counting, boys, and many more. Thank you, Brian Clauder, for always being supportive of me and this show, BF Live. What's up, brother? Hope you're having a great day. It also said that you re-sponsored up, so thank you very much. Let's see, the Widow Killer checks in and says, now I have to move my treasure again because of this bitch. Yeah, man, look like a big thing, like covering up your treasure and all, you know. X marks the spot, or the big stupid pine cone thing marks the spot. How you doing, Widow Killer? Happy Thursday to you, buddy. Let's see. Brian Clauder checks in with the most generous BF Live gifted membership, y'all. Thank you for the gifted membership and for making our family even bigger, Brian Kowalczyk. Let's see if on the Stream Elements bot lets me know who caught it. Wow, you're not going to believe this. Let's see. Spawn says, speaking of pine cones, my childhood homies, the Pine Cone King, does a solid podcast about the Baltimore Orioles. Well, that's cool. I noticed you get throwing out some local references in some of your chats there, buddy. You knew that I'm from the greater Baltimore area, don't you? How you doing? Yes, I am an Oriole fan. I got my Ravens hat on today. Let's see. Brian Kowalczyk caught the gifted membership from Brian Clauder. The BK gave it right to the other BK. Wow, there seems like there's a BK got BK, says Brian Clauder right there. Thank you, BK from BK. All right. You're welcome, BK. I'm right with the BKs already. Brian Clauder, Hoya, thank you. That's right. That is pause for a Hoya. Thank you for the gifted memberships and the love.
Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
Shout out to the 24. Come on, man. I got 25 chairs here. I got a couple 30 chairs. Keep coming in, y'all. File in. Please hit that little like button or the thumbs up. I appreciate all the love and the super chats I'm getting already and the memberships. Thank you. I'm laying in bed in pain. It's my leg, not my head. I'm always happy. It's your leg, not my head. And you're always, that's good, brother. Wow. I hope you're okay, buddy. I know you're always out there hustling every day when you can, when you're not in leg pain. So take it easy, and I hope you're back on the trail real soon. Boo, BK. Wait a minute. Oh, boo for being in bed, maybe. Good morning, Dream Man. Hey, good morning, guys, Dream Man says. How you doing, buddy? Bones up to you, my friend. Happy Thursday, and welcome to BF Live 146, man. We're just starting the fun. Wait a minute. The Spawn says Raiders 37, Ravens 37, Raiders 5. Maybe, man. I don't like to talk too much shit, Spawn. Man, we just got to get past. We got to get past Mahomes. Just like back in the day, we had to get past Manning at some point. You had to get past Brady at some point, and now Mahomes is the guy that you have to beat in the AFC. Hoya from the Space Nerd. Hoya from Dream Man. Spawn says, I like this Hoya shit. Also, Bobby, Daisy De La Hoya has sunk far enough you could probably get for $10 and a pack of heaters. Thank you, man. I'm glad you like the Hoya, man. She's Oscar De La Hoya's niece. That's your name, De La Hoya. Burrow needs past him too, brother. Yeah, he's that guy. You know, he is that fucking guy. Just like Peyton and Brady. Until you beat them, you can't say it. You're not that guy. You're just not the one. You couldn't. Hey, man. The fuck, we got to pass him eventually. Don't give me that shit. We eventually got past Brady and Roethlisberger, so I don't want to hear that. It wasn't always easy, but we did get past him one time. How you doing, Cyke, brother? You Pittsburgh-loving hump. All right, let's go. The great creator of Cyke Labs, the leader of Cyke Labs, who we're about to feature here at the end of the BF Live Not So Serious News, because Cyke Lab provides this great classic feature that we're going to do right now when we go back and listen to Miserable News History. We're all fans of the whole Bob Levy, Bob Levy crew, Shuley and everybody, back to the Miserable Men days, back to Howard Stern, all that stuff, right? So Cyke was such a big fan that back in 2007, my man put all of this on hard drives, and he has it for us to share here today. So let's do this Miserable News History. This is Bob Levy. Let's take you back. Oh, let me do my share, get my screen share ready. Let's take you back now to August, like Bob says, August 19th, the year is 2007, Sirius Satellite Radio, The Miserable Men, Bob Levy attempts to read the miserable news. This is our moment in miserable news history, compliments of Cyke Labs, right here on BF Live. Bob reads the news from August 19th, 2007.
There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, so this wouldn't be a topical, entertaining show if we didn't have news. So, Raven, please, if you will.
And now it's time for Miserable Men News with your anchorman, Bob Levy.
Hundreds pose naked on Swiss glacier. Hundreds of people pose naked on Switzerland's shrinking elastic glacier on Saturday for U.S. photographer Spencer Tunick as part of the Greenpeace campaign to raise awareness of global warming. Tunick, perched on a ladder and using a megaphone, directed nearly 600 volunteers from all over Europe and photographed them on a rocky outcrop overlooking the glacier, which is the largest in the Alps.
Did not know that.
The Iron Sheik has better diction.
Later, he took pictures of them standing in groups on the massive ice laying down. Cameras crews were staged at 5 different points on the glacier that was photographed. Glaciers are sensitive to the climate changes and have been receding since the start of industrial age, but the pace of shrinkage has accelerated in recent years. The environmental group Greenpeace, who organized the shoot, said that aim was to establish a symbolic relationship between the vulnerability of the melting glacier and the human body. Should I do the other one?
Yeah, definitely. We're in
I haven't read a paper yet today.
All right. Japan shirt maker sues in fan to beat summer heat. Self-cooling.
Sows, Bob.
Sows. Okay.
Sows. S-E-W.
Self-cooling clothes may seem like the stuff of science fiction, but for one Japanese company, they are not only good for business, but a way to help the environment. Shirts or jackets Shirts and jackets made by Kusho Fuck You.
No. What is it? Come here.
F-U-K-U. Fuck you. Fuck you.
That's how he spells it.
Our literally air-conditioned clothes, keeping the wearer comfortably even in sweltering heat, while 50% of the energy of small air conditioner. These shirts are awesome. Fuck you, said. Until now, air conditioner implied cooling the entire room. Now we can cool just the body. Ichigeya said. 2 small fans sewn into the back of each garment and powered by a pocket-side rechargeable battery pack circulate air across the wearer's skin. Evaporating.
What?
Evaporating perspiration and keeping temperatures down. A welcome respite from respite.
Respite.
Midsummer humidity and record-breaking heat in recent days.
Very nice, Bob.
Thank you.
That was
the news.
Holy moly.
I don't like this reading shit.
That'd be funny if Bob got a voiceover, like if you're on a commercial. Because you're in there for like 8 hours doing it 190 different ways anyway.
I know.
Imagine if just not even fucking up. They just wanted 100, imagine you going in there and just, they throw you right out. You wouldn't even get it. You wouldn't even be in there because you'd have to audition for it first.
They would be at dinner that night going, a retarded guy came in today to read for us.
And there you have it. That's the way I like to wrap up the news. Compliments of Cyke Labs. He's furnishing us with those cool-ass moments. That's so great. Let me see. Let's go back to some of these comments, and then we'll get on some other fun stuff. The Terry Nee checks in and says, the Colts got past them. Wait a minute. Don't start with my old team that you know what happened there. They left in the middle of the night. Coward bastards. Shout out to the 27 cool-ass people checking in on BF Live. This is the midday hang for Chat Family here on YouTube. We're having fun with some miserable moments from miserable news history from the Sirius Satellite days with Bob Levy. You should play Bob saying words spelled sometimes, too. Too funny. Yes, Cyke, I will. Thank you for furnishing me with that as well, buddy. Yes, I know that's kind of a longer bit. It's not like a news bit, but I would like to play some of it. But I was waiting for a day where maybe I didn't have like the news and I was going to tag that on at the end. But we'll throw that in the mix at some point because, yeah, the premise is that people will shout out letters to Bob and then he has to guess the word that's being spelled to him. Thank you, Cyke Labs, for all this great content. Spawn says, I love Brady, only mildly homo. But he respected those Ravens team because they were always on his ass, win or lose. You're right, man. There was a lot of respect, even with the Steelers and all, even though that's a rivalry, always a lot of mutual respect in that rivalry, man. And then, yeah, they just, and it's like the Steelers would come here and win. We'd go up there and win, in Pittsburgh. Same thing with the Patriots. We couldn't beat them at home, but then we did beat them in the AFC Championship game up there eventually, so that was good. Is it me or does Shuli sound like a teenager? No, it is not you. Haha, says Dream Man. And Spawn lets you know that no, definitely is not you, Brian. Brian Kowalczyk says, I swear he's my real dad. Is that true? You are the Brian. Is he your bastard son? I didn't say it. Brian thinks that you're his son. I don't know. Talk to him about it. I wonder what happened to High Pitch Mike. Oh yeah, High Pitch Mike. He's with them on the High Pitch Mike. Yeah, he was. Oh boy, that whole shit with High Pitch Mike and how Artie ended up kind of outing him before he really any of his family or friends knew it. Because who couldn't guess that High Pitch Mike might have been a little. Might have been homosexual. Is there any footage of Levy making his final exit from the Stern studio? That's a great question, and shout out to 2930 people now. I got more chairs. I got 50 chairs back here. Thank you, y'all. Let's hang out. Let's keep having fun today. I'll be here until the 3 o'clock hour where I'm at on the East Coast of the United States, so let's hang out for a couple hours. I don't know, but that is a great question. Who wouldn't like seeing that? The last blow-up when he finally lost his shit on Howard and about all the, getting the things on air as far as getting the plugs and all. Chunk Squad says, when I was 10 years old, the biker down the street let us kids stick our fingers in his old lady's cooter. I got a horrible rash and had to see the doctor. My mom never knew where I got that from. Damn, man. You're not supposed to be getting sexually transmitted diseases on your finger when you're a kid. And you got to tell your mother, holy shit. Chunk's always got the stories, man. Chunk come in hot with the stories. Glad you're okay, Chunk, says the space nerd. Man, my fingers got AIDS, y'all. I don't know what happened, Mom. Chunk, how did you get AIDS on just your fingers? What did you do, Chunk? Where were you putting those fingers? Tell me, young man. I ask about high-pitched Mike, and no one ever has anything. Yeah, he kind of did evaporate after the Stern days, buddy. I think a lot of us lost track of high-pitched Mike. That guy went going to Disney on Red Day, where it's the day that all the homosexual people kind of go at their welcome day, and they all wear red, and he acted like he didn't know nothing about it. I remember they tagged him on that. I think I read somewhere he's a baggage handler and weaves red sweaters on Etsy. Maybe he does. I don't know.
Hello, Frisco.
Let's see. Articulate John checks in and says, Ronnie reads better than him. Who are you? Who? TOPLESS. What do you do for a living, pal? How you doing, Articulate John? Was Bob trying to say evacuate or evaporate? That's the age, and that's part of the fun of this bit. You have to figure it out yourself on these miserable men kind of history moments. Good luck. If we have time, I'll do a little feature called Closed Caption Confusion. We ought to run Bob through the closed caption machine and see if closed caption can make any sense of it there, Widow Killer. There is a HPM, high pitch Mike. Yeah, high pitch Mike was, he was like a producer kind of guy, like an intermediary on the show, like a showrunner or whatever. I think he'd like to produce some bits and all, answered phones and all that stuff. He came along like later while Artie was that part of the gang and all, and he very, very high voice like this, very super high voice like this, very effeminate, and he wasn't exactly out or anything, and from being on the air so often, Artie would mix it up with him and eventually like outed him to the world before he was kind of ready to do it. But yeah, he's a guy from the history of the Howard Stern show, kind of a producer guy. You can pick Florentine's voice out of a filled NFL. Hey, look, Artie, look, Artie, we gotta go do a show, Artie. The Big Boss says, LOL Spawn, not sure how good at that he would be either. He was milquetoast as fuck and prone to complaining. Big Boss checks in. So you're a fan from back in the day. Yeah, he was kind of like just like vanilla ice cream or whatever, but Artie and all those guys poking at him once again made him interesting. And he was essentially like a worker, but he all kind of turned into like almost like a whack packer between that high voice and his sexual proclivity and all that stuff. It just turned into amazing content. Cyke, my man from Brian Clauder. Yes, Space Nerd, and he had the Google eyes. Yes, yeah, he had some really buggy, crazy eyes. I don't know if I can find a picture of him. The spelling thing with Bob is hilarious. We'll play that here. Maybe, how about that? We're about ready to do a Cyke Labs content feature that I always like to do here on BF Live, because BF Live is the official home of Cyke Labs content right now. So what I'm going to do is when I run that element at the end of the news, when I wrap up this news, we'll make that part of it. Bob, spelling with Bob. Big Boss, he was. It's Red Shirt Day. See, you remember Red Shirt Day, right? That's right. It was like Red Shirt Day at the Disney parks, and that's the code, or everybody knows, the homosexuals know that that's their kind of day to feel welcome at the park. And so they got on him something fierce, like, come on, Mike, you went to Disney and during the gay thing and wore red, but you're going to act like you don't know anything about being gay. It was so much fun. No, but there's lots of audio. Yes, says Cyke. Not video of Bob raging out, but apparently there's lots of audio. And if anybody would know that, it would be Cyke Labs. Let's see. Did you smell your fingers, Chunk? Ugh. I don't know what the fuck. LOL, John. He was like testing you. You guys see if that scorches your fingers. Let me know if it's good to hit or not. If y'all come back with bumps in a couple days, I ain't fucking her no more. LOL, John. John Artie would say the sea of red shirts was like a giant bleeding ass. Oh, God. I don't remember that exact quote, but I do remember Artie calling him out on this and like laughing hysterically. He's like, come on, dude. You went on Red Shirt Day. Everybody knows what Red Shirt Day is for. Like, come on. Just tell everybody. Articulate John's laughing. You could smell him a foot away because, ugh. Ooh, smell the fingers a foot away. Chung, did you have little finger babies? Ew. Ooh, gross. Oh, my God. Whoa, Blumels is checking in and says, Hoya and Gano, my friends. I Gano, it's good to see you. I can know it's good to see you. Greetings from Atlanta, says our friend the Rebel Wild Bill. And see, we don't block you here. I'm sorry you were having problems when we're playables last night. YouTube was on your ass, wouldn't let you say shit or poopy or anything, but you can say anything you want. He says fall is here. It's in the 60s today. Can I get a Hoya? Yeehaw, Reverend Wild Bill. Thanks for checking in from the ATL.
Can I get a hoya? Can I get a hoya? Can I get a hoya? Can I get a hoya?
Terry Nee says, I think Bob left a rather aggressive message, so he never entered the building again. Yeah, it was a combination of that, of Bob, shitting on him on the air and all that stuff, and leaving the message. But yeah, fuck you, Gary, okay? I do everything for free, and all I want is a plug, Gary. Fuck you, Gary. Yeah, Bob was like going, probably in his pill haze and lost his shit. That was some classic scary shit from back in the day. Cyke says that clip was from the day Jim got Robin's phone number. That's another, man, who of us saw that coming, guys? So Jim Florentine was long time involved with these guys and being friends, long time involved with doing the Stern Show, came in and out many times, and then all of a sudden we hear that Jim Florentine is interested in the news lady, Robin Quivers, and they actually had a bit of a fling there for a while. They had a bit of a relationship, and Jim kind of knocked the bottom out of that thing. I think that Robin would even admit that. So yeah, man, all kind of crazy classic moments that we can remember and touch on from the Stern Show days. I think we all had those moments when we were younger, Chunk. I never got invited to do that kind of stuff. Hey, little neighbor kid, come here, come on. You want to put your fingers in my wife's pussy? Come here. Never got that one. I remember High Pitch Mike and the Artie fights at Space Chief 75, another longtime fan. The Widow Killer says, Artie doing lines from The Godfather as Mike always cracks me up. Yeah, because he did a pretty good impression of him. He gave it back to Robin and Artie good, said our friend Cyke. BK from our friend Cyke. Brian Clauder is giving the what's up. I got to get back to work. I will absolutely be catching up with the rest of this fun shit this evening. Good catching up, Bobby and all. And Hoya. Thank you, Spawn. It's all I live to do, man. Just make people happy like yourself. Have a great day. If you can get away with it, and I understand if you can't, but if you think you can get away with it, you know the earbud trick I told you to do. Keep us in one good ear, and we'll keep you company throughout the rest of your day. But please, enjoy the rest of it later when you watch it, and I'll see you tomorrow whenever you can come back here. And yes, have a Hoya kind of day.
Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
High Pitch Mike, Big Ball says, High Pitch Mike would attack Artie's addictions, a true unavoidable weakness. Artie would fire back saying Mike would be addicted to AZT, or I think he said ass at first. Yeah, I mean, that was the thing. And then what about the fights with Artie and Teddy? Teddy was another like production assistant kind of intermediary producer dude that kind of worked at the show and struck up a relationship. Artie kind of like took him in, was trying to make him his a personal assistant. And that's when Artie was in the throes of like doing drugs and everything. It was like, just whatever, Teddy, throwing out money and then accusing him of stealing money. So many wild, crazy stories come out of the Stern Show days. Space Nerd says, Spawn, you are going to kill it the rest of the day. That's it. That's right, because he got the positivity of the chat family. Brian Clauder says, hit that like button. I would appreciate if you did that. High Pitch Mike was obsessed with Disney too. And he would go alone, says Cyke. Another longtime fan. He knows. Clauder's laughing. Gano. Good over from the Reverend Wild Bill, Hoya from our friend Dream Man, and please smash that share. Gently twist the nipple of the like button and smash that share. Thank you. He hadn't texted her even yet. It was like the first day after he got the number, really, like that soon, huh? That was interesting. I want to ask Jim so many questions as Blummel's defense lawyer. What did Robin's pussy taste like? It was great. It was wonderful. God, guys. Who was the woman that kept calling Gorilla a douche? That was Tracy, the office manager. And boy, she didn't hold back. Boy, that'd be some good stuff to pull out. Look, you douche. You said you were going to comp us on drinks, douche. You douche. That was a classic fight when Tracy finally went on him, because Tracy didn't always come in on the air. Like, Howard would have to drag her in to certain things. She was like the office manager. But when she was mixing it up with the crew and all that stuff, and yeah, the whole thing happened with Dabjev Liga. Come down to my club and I give you Dabjev Liga. I come you Dabjev Liga. And then Tracy got upset because they all went to find to get some Dabjev Liga when Grillo was serving bar somewhere, tending bar, and he didn't give them Dabjev Liga, and they ended up paying anyway. Turned into a great classic bit, though. Articulate John, great catching up with all these people that know all these classic references. Artie threw a CD at Teddy in the studio. Bro, that got really scary, you know, and we were laughing at the time, but you could really tell that was the time when they kept having to like, get up and push Artie to the side. And Artie was getting to be hard to deal with in those days, and yeah, he was definitely in the throes of it, and it got serious because he really could have hurt Teddy throwing that disc the way he did. It was really getting ugly and serious, but man, it made for some crazy moments. Tracy sounds like the name of the office manager. Yes, she was. She regulated. She carried the big stick, as you say. I don't know if I have any Tracy on the. She did P, QRST. We'll go through the alphabet and see if I have any Tracy. But yeah, Tracy was the office manager. Oh, yeah, I do have some. Here it is. I do have it. Look, check this out. Oh, come on, play, baby. I get it to play. I have it. Here we go. It's
Douche.
Good.
Fuck you.
Oh.
Fuck you. Douche. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Douche. Fuck you. Fuck you.
That's Tracy Millman. That's right. Tracy Millman, the office manager of the Stern Show. Yes. I'm going to give you a Dabjev Liga. Come down, I'll give you a Dabjev Liga. I come you. And it was just a trick to get for friends to spend money at his club. Tracy was great, says Blummel's defense lawyer. Lisa checks in and she says, Hoya, everyone listening on my lunch break, BF. Well, come on, I got you. We're about to get ready to do some Cyke Labs content. Hoya, Lisa from Space Nerd. Good afternoon, Lisa from Brian Clauder. Big Boss says, does anyone have any information on Teddy? Anything recent? I can't find any information on what happened to him. Did Arlie finally leave him in that river? Yeah, I don't know. Same thing. High Pitch Mike and Teddy, they've been kind of two of the hardest ones to kind of keep up with. You're not wrong, Big Boss. And Hoya from Blummel's. Okay, y'all, those were the comments following the awesome BF Live other news or the not so serious news and the Cyke Labs miserable news history moment. Well, let's put a bow on this son of a bitch and let's go on to some original Cyke Labs content and some other fun right here on BF Live. Are you having fun, boys and girls? I hope you are, because we just had 1 hour of it. That's right. We just had 1 hour of fun. It is 1 o'clock straight up where I'm at on the East Coast of the United States. That means we have at least 2 more hours to go here of our 3-hour show on BF Live today for this Thursday. I'm so happy to have the chat family in the chat, mixing up with me, recalling all these cool memories and everything. But let's do some other cool stuff because we have great content creators in our chat family. Cyke Labs being one of the most prolific among them. So I like to feature his stuff here in a segment we like to call Cyke Labs. Let's go. Let's do some Cyke Labs content here on BF Live. Let's have some fun, y'all.
Psych.
That's right. You got me dancing behind it. That's because I'm excited because this is the official home of Cyke Labs content. I love sharing all this great content with you. Part of it you had was the miserable news moment history. You heard that right there. But now, and I'm going to do this by request, Cyke, because you urged it and somebody else said they would like to see it too about Bob spelling would be great. Let's get into this for our Cyke Labs content today. And let's do just that. Let's do Bob Levy reads words that are spelled out on the Miserable Men Show from July 29th, 2007. As a part of our Cyke Labs content here on BF Live. Let's listen into a little bit of this, and they're going to spell some words, and Bob has to try to figure out what the word is based on the letters that are being given to him. Cyke Labs Content feature right here on BF Live. Let's listen in.
Bob, come over here to my computer one second. This guy wanted you to try and pronounce this word. I don't want to say it. It's spelled ABORIGINES.
Where, that one?
Yeah.
Aborigines.
Aborigines is aborigines.
Thank you. No, that's it. That's why we're laughing, because you got it right. Aborigines.
They're from Australia, aren't they? Aborigine chicks love.
Really? Bob, what do you know about them?
The aborigine chicks. They'll fuck you.
I ain't even kidding, man. The crack of dawn isn't safe around me right now.
I met one of those aborigine chicks in what's
shut up, Jim.
Hey, Bob,
Yes.
I got a word for you. You remember a bunch of us went out to dinner when we were in Tampa back in March?
Now spell it out for him.
It's BISTRO.
Oh.
I don't even. What was that?
BISTRO.
Come on, you can do this.
BISTRO. Bistor?
It was the name. It was a restaurant. The type of restaurant.
A Bistor.
That's where you buy your business. Your store.
What?
Yeah.
What? BISTOR, right?
No, TRO.
TRO. A bistro.
Sometimes I go to the bistro to get my cigarettes.
No, it's a beefstro. A beefstro. A bistro.
Beautiful.
I just bit my tongue.
You should bite it again.
Bob had to keep his tongue in his
Sounds
mouth.
like you're saying beefstro. Where's the beefstro?
Beefstro.
Hey, I got another word for you. Somebody just said. I'm going to spell it out for you. MEDIATOR.
All right, that's too long, man.
Here, write it down. Write it down.
Oh,
I can't spell it.
MEDIATOR. TOR.
TOR.
This store, that
I
store.
love the clock.
Mediator. No, Meteor Tour. Meteor Tour?
You know, the Earth one day is going to get struck by a giant meteor.
No, that's one of those.
What the fuck is it?
It's a Greek mythology. It's a half bull, the Mediator.
You ever hear of this shit?
Hell no, I've never heard of it.
He's never heard it like the way it comes out of your mouth. That's for sure. Otto, we'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Show sounds great, guys.
Thanks, man.
Thanks,
and this was Jenny's word. Jen?
What?
Is it Gene? Jen?
Gene.
Gene.
Call me Gene, Gino.
Oh, Gino, that was your word, huh?
Yeah, I figured Bob Levy was divorced with a kid. He probably heard it a couple times.
Oh, meteor. No, it's
Mediator.
a mediator. That's it.
Yeah.
It just looks different on paper.
Right, when it's spelled.
It's different on paper.
When you hear the lawyer telling you, you kind of remember that word.
Right, exactly. He remembered
Hey,
in court.
what's up, man?
All right, you know there's no shot in hell Bob's getting this word. All right, hold on. I'm going to spell it out to him, okay?
All right.
All right, get ready. Write this down. PRECAU TION and let the magic happen.
Precautionary.
Whoa! All right, you know what we got to do from now on?
Go get your shoebox.
What? From now on,
Get your fucking shoebox.
From now on, we got to bet money on this. We got to bet money on this.
Absolutely.
Because somebody would have cleaned house if they would have taken.
You know what got me?
Nailed
The CAU, Kosh. You know what I mean?
You know
So I know that was
it's a grown man going, you know what got me?
Big boss.
That's great.
David, man,
I
if
know,
I had
bro.
to put money, I would have put every penny I own that he would never get that word, ever. You couldn't say bistro, Bob.
Yeah.
There's certain things that go together that
BISTRO
just doesn't
kicked
work.
his ass.
Say that now, that word.
He did say aborigine. You got to give me that.
Aborigine.
A what? What did I say?
Wait, I got another one. Write this one down.
Pete, what's so funny?
Write this one down. ENT
ENT
REP
REP
REN
REN
EUR.
EUR. What's that?
His face he makes when he's writing it is like he just shit his pants.
Entrepreneur.
One more time.
Entrepreneur.
Sound it out. Break it down.
Intrepria. I don't
Right.
know.
This guy on the phone hasn't written it down in front of him. What's the word?
I have no idea.
See, this fucker don't even know either.
Yeah, but
I thought.
I don't have a pen.
Okay.
Try one more time. You think maybe you can get it?
Yes. Spell it out.
ENTREPRENEUR. What the fuck is that? And why would I ever use that?
That's entrepreneur.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
And you'll never use it, Bobby.
You'll never use it.
Yeah, you don't love reading, that's for sure.
Yeah, look at this. Somebody sent me a text. Great show tonight, you illiterate douche. Can you even read this?
Yeah, that's my point, Bob. That's my point.
I want to take the test and see where the fuck I am, truthfully.
Well, that's a long test. We'll give you like a
And
just
Bob,
a
you
comment.
honestly don't know where you're at yet?
No, I mean, Pete, what do you think I am?
I don't know.
Pete, are you smarter than Bob? You think you're smarter than him?
I think he's smarter.
But do you think you're smarter than Bob?
I'm smarter than that cocksucker.
P-O-I-N.
Wait, I'm not.
Hold on, he's right. P-O-I-N.
P-O-I-N. S-T.
S-E.
S-E.
S-E-T-T-A.
Poinsettia. Poinsettia.
Ponstetter.
Discovered the fountain of youth, didn't he?
A ponstetter. A pons.
Dude, can I help you?
A poinsetter.
What is the, what, remember
Irish
those flowers
poinsettia.
they had on the stage at Uncle Vinny's right by your feet? What were those called?
Marigolds.
No, Irish poinsettias.
Poinsetter.
There you go. It's an entirety. Thank you, Cyke Labs. You asked for it, you got it. Compliments of Cyke Labs. So there's those great moments, and I see some great comments in the chat about this, y'all, and I'm so happy about this. Brian Clauder simply says, "What? My big boss mind was blown when he got precautionary right." Brummel says, "I have never actually listened to that show. It looks like I have some catching up to do." Well, that's what I think that's part of what we will hope to get out of this is we want people to like rediscover and kind of know the origin of these guys and how long they've been working together and some of their history. Because I think when you know that, it gives you some great content to catch up on, and it kind of helps fill in the blanks and kind of know what these guys are all about and some of the stuff that they've been through. And Cyke, I know you've been saying for a while, buddy, that I know you probably have like whatever first episode you have of The Miserable Man on your hard drive. We might have to get together for people like Blumels and other members. Maybe we'll do it members only like I've been threatening to do. Let's do it on Discord or something, and we'll have a watch party. And maybe people like Blumels or members, if you're membered up, maybe we'll have a little watch party. I'll send you a private link or something like that. We won't broadcast it or nothing, and we'll all get together kind of privately and watch it for the first time or something. Maybe that's something we can get down with, Blumels, for everybody that wants to see them for the first time or relive them. I never watched either Blumels. Thanks to Cyke, we can hear it, but there is so much. There you go. And so we're just chipping away at the history with these guys and kind of filling in the blanks and just kind of letting you know and building that knowledge in all along. Deadfool checks in. Thank you, Deadfool. What's up, buddy? I hope you're taking it easy today. You're easy working. Bob reading may be my favorite thing in the universe. Well, there you go. There's one of your favorite things in the universe right there. I'm glad we could provide that for you from Cyke Labs. Spacey75 says, Bob Levy is an American hero. He always says that, and I always agree. Brian Clauder says, what's up, Deadpool? And I totally agree with you. The big boss says Bob would blame all of these misspellings and pronunciations on Xanax, which may be a valid excuse, but that excuse can't be valid anymore. Yeah, and yesterday Terry Nee was saying, unfortunately, Bob reads a little better nowadays than he did back in these days. I don't think he has the assistance of Xanax anymore to make it as funny. Cyke says, Deadpool, I'm only 17 episodes in out of 200 plus miserable men from Sirius all have Bob reading. So there you go. That's what you have to look forward to because Cyke Labs, he loved this stuff so much, he digitized this stuff back in the day, got it on hard drives for all of us to relive and have fun, and I'm so glad that you did, buddy. Deadfool is giving BK the shout out. We're on 2007. They go to 2011, so plenty of fun to be had. Cyke lets us also know that these episodes were only 2 hours. In 4 months, they went to 4 hours, so there's way more content on those shows that are coming up that he hasn't even gotten into yet. Spacey75, in these days, I had Howard 100 and Howard 100 running 24 hours a day. Same Space Chief 75, where I was on my app on my phone or in my vehicle. I never missed track of it. You always had the option to download episodes and go back and listen to them. So I would do that. So much fun in those days. Me too, says Space Chief. Space Nerd is shouting out Spurs Truth. The Dead Fool checks in and says, it's great, Cyke. I used to send tongue twisters in super chats when he started with Shuli. Blummel said that sounds good to him. Then maybe we'll have to get together. I know Cyke has been wanting to watch one of these in length, buddy. So we'll talk privately, man, and figure out when we can schedule it or something. And let's put together a little private watch party for a couple members and all. And we'll watch these miserable episodes and laugh together. Cyke says Howard 100 was the shiznit. Yes, because Howard kept the regular channel dedicated for his regular show, but then all of this other, the Miserable Men and all these other side programs and projects and all, there was always something great content being produced in those days. Space Chief 75 shouts out the nerd. The most generous Daniel August checks in with a 1999 super chat and says, what's up, BF? Missed the show yesterday, so catching up today. Well, Daniel August, that might be partially my fault, my friend, because yesterday I had some heavy kind of family business to deal with at kind of my regular show time. So I went on a little early because I can't stand not doing a show and missing out on this energy that I get from you guys. So I did my show yesterday from 9 a.m. to 12 East. So it's out there available if you care to go back. But that's why you might have not seen me at the regular time. But thanks for catching me today, and thank you for the 1999 super chat, my friend. Cyke says, I remember Dead Fool, LOL. I was in live videos since Miserable Men 15, the Patreon days, just never chatted. Space Chief 75 says the wrap-up show with John Hine and Gary was the greatest. Yes, Space Chief, and what was going on that show is that they were almost doing like the Stern show that Howard wasn't doing on that channel, right, on that show. Like all the crazy antics that would happen and the fights and all, and what Howard eventually the next day, Howard would have to go, well, what happened? What happened on the wrap-up show yesterday? And that ended up being like the new fodder for the original, for the Howard Stern show itself. But yeah, a lot of and I thought Howard was getting upset at that at some point. He kind of started being able to notice that all of these great these viral moments were starting to happen on the wrap-up show where they were really having fun, and I think Howard kind of wrangled it in a little bit. I'm going in chronological order, says Cyke, so we're going to work our way up through the years. Cyke says, I also have every Mike Morse song ever. I gotta start releasing them. Please release them. Let them go. Let me see, Cyke. You have one on here. Maybe we could share that one. Oh, let me find it real quick. You got so much stuff. And I will advise you to utilize this Cyke Labs content link right there running in my chat constantly. And you can go back and watch any and all of this at your leisure. But let's do this. I got one. Mike, he's got a Mike Morse song out here. He's going to release more because he says he has every one. But part of our Cyke Labs content feature that we're doing right now is we'll play Mike Morse parody song from back in the day. This is He Looks Queasy. Bob Looks Queasy parody from Mike Morse, Miserable Men days.
Yeah, he's a funny drunk comic who usually will vomit after every stand-up show. Because his tongue is messing with the salad dressing he poured into a girl's asshole. He's Bob Levy, Red Bob Levy. You better stand back a little bit, 'cause he looks queasy.
You're apparently Mike Morse's muse. He uses you for everything.
There's one, and look forward to more coming soon. Our friend from Cyke Labs promised more Mike Morse songs coming soon, but there's the one that he had on his page, and if you want to catch it, go click on that link, and you can watch them at any time at your leisure. Let's go back and say, Cyke lets us know my cuz had Bob and Shuli and High Pitch Eric to his bar all the time for shows back in the day, so I got in on it early, says our friend Cyke. That's how you got the bug early. I learned it from watching you. Cyke says, it's how I first heard of Bubba. Hey, man, come on, get the Rattler. Come on, here's the deal, buddy. Here's the deal. Come on, buddy. Let's see. Then Miserable Men took over Bubba's spot when he got fired, and it was a crazy world. One thing kind of led to the other and all. But yeah, remember all that negotiating? Come on, Howard. You can get me on. Come on, you're the big guy upstairs. Come on, Howard, come on, you can get me on. Tell him to keep me on. Tell him to give me money, baby, Bubba, baby. Come on, big on. Oh my God, Bubba was hyped back in those days. Raisin was my favorite. Raisin. Sal ruined it by releasing phony phone calls Howard hadn't played yet. And Space Nerd was dancing because she loved that Mike Moore song. Well, let's look at more Cyke Labs content, because I know we got some probably cool commercials. And we got, let's go back. And I know that Terry Nee didn't get to see this the other day, so I'm happy to like show some over again for those that didn't see them. But let's look at some of this again and enjoy it one more time, or for the first time if you haven't seen it. This is Cyke Labs content feature that we're doing right here on BF Live, the home of Cyke Labs content, where you can see a lot of this stuff featured in a segment right here. This is Beetle Bob Juice, whatever you want to call it. Cyke Labs face swap fun on BF Live.
What's up, man?
Tonight, man.
Okay. So you think the people from Oz are gonna call you?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
You do?
Well, my lovely cousin by a while, but he's going to have a video also. Now, my guys might be in.
Whoa, what was that?
Well, my cousin's birthday. No, my cousin Bow Wow.
Your cousin Bow Wow?
Yeah, I gave him it's going to be his birthday, so, you know. No, I'm gonna be with him. So, your cousin's birthday, yeah.
The people from Oz are gonna call you.
Yeah, they might call me.
Why should they?
Because my cousin Bow Wow.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know?
All right.
No, that's my cousin. You know?
Oh, how's your cousin?
Yeah.
All right. And what about Sean? What about Sean?
Well, Sean wife, I'll take care of that later.
Try to have sex with her?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
How many times?
Every day.
Do you have sex with her for real?
Yeah.
Just between me and you.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah. Oh, I'm real good at it.
Does Sean know about this?
Nah.
Okay.
It's a little secret. You can't know nothing about it.
Cool.
It's a little secret. You know what I mean?
Beetle Bob Juice, whatever you want to call it. It's funny. It's awesome. It's Cyke Labs. Let's see. Cyke lets us know that part 2 of this will be on BF Live tomorrow. You heard it. Thank you for giving me first crack at a lot of these. They both sound exactly alike. And yeah, Brian. And I think he take Bob's face and Bob's teeth and put it on Beetlejuice. I was asking, like, what kind of teeth did you use? Because, you know, Bob has been known to have some janky teeth. I don't know if he's got beetle teeth, though, but there you go. Space Chief 75 says, Bob even works with Beat. It's amazing, Cyke. And Bob, luckily, Bob is one of those faces that works with everybody, and it makes it fun. And Bob is Bob. Dominic and him are doing an audition for Oz. Oh, shit. The old prison show or the play on Broadway? Because I know that they were scouting midgets for that one play on Broadway, weren't they? I think that's what you're talking about, where they did like a casting call because they wanted like short people because they wanted people to play dwarfs. I remember that from back in the day. Blumholes is giving the buffalo emoji, and you can have fun with those emojis too if you're a member here on BF Live. His tooth creeps me out, says Space Nerd. Bobby Juice, LOL, from Blumholes Defense Lawyer. Lester Levy from Big Boss, and he's giving the laugh. Thank you. Cyke gives the bows. And Bob is my favorite. We kind of know that. Well, let's show some more. Prison show. I think it was fake. Well, Beat's political campaign was awesome. Prison show, I think it was fake, says our friend Cyke. Highlighted on necessarily on there. There's Kahuna Nui's link running in the chat. Let's get on some other cool Cyke Labs content here. How about this? We will get on to more Cyke Labs content right after seeing message. Like, we're gonna take a little commercial break, y'all. We'll be back with more Cyke Labs content right after this.
His baby mama put him out and he ain't got no money.
Let him have it.
Bob's like, this man need a bed and only can afford it $69 a month. How they go get him out of one without a bed?
Come on, baby.
This man needs a TV for his bedroom. All they can afford is $59 out of the month. You know you got all them children.
73 inches, baby.
Bob's like, this man needs air conditioning. It's hot on the streets and he only can pay $49 hours a month.
I'll cool him down, baby.
No mind I was no project all the time.
And there you have one. Cyke Labs commercial right there. Bob Levy getting those endorsement deals now. Let's take another commercial break, and then we'll get back into another piece of other Cyke Labs content as we play Cyke Labs commercials here on BF Live's Cyke Lab feature.
Hi, I'm Fred from Dirt Cheap. What better gift for any occasion than a package of some Dirt Cheap? Cheap, third. Yes, it's cheap, but most of all, it's fun. The recipient will love it. And best of all, the more she drinks, the better you look. I don't know about you, but I need all the help I can get. Please come visit us. We are grateful for your business. Thanks. Be careful out there. Enjoy the journey.
Booyah. There you go. Another great piece of content from Cyke Labs right there on BF Live. Let's see what else I got for you here. Got a couple, too many windows open. Let's play me another piece right here of Cyke Labs content. Where's that one that I want to play? Oh, let me, where did I put that? So much stuff. And now, for those who didn't see it, if you see it again, you know, in the beginning in the liftoff reel, I always say that I learned it from you. I learned it from watching you. And the dad taught the kids to do drugs. So here's another a drug PSA right here on BF Live for some people you might recognize.
A, B, D, D, E, F, D. I,
That's
I, they, that don't need to be. That I, A, D, E,
That's it. That guy Bob. You're ducking me.
T, T, E, T.
And there you have it. Crackhead Bob Levy. Crackhead Bob Levy. Crackhead Bob and Bob Levy mixed. If you ever wonder what those two things look like mixed together, there you have it right there from Cyke Labs. All right. Let's see. And this is another one. I'll make this my last one on our Cyke Labs featured just for today. And Cyke Lab has always promised some great new Miserable Men stuff and Cyke Lab features coming up every day here on BF Live. So look for more of that. But here he is. You're not going to believe it, y'all. It's Bobby McDonald, New Jersey and Canada's favorite weatherman, all mixed together. Bob Levy, Frankie McDonald, Bobby McDonald, Cyke Labs content on BF Live.
This is Frankie McDonald, my own TV station live. It's in Nova Scotia. Major heat wave was headed towards Portland, Oregon on Friday, September 6, 2024. Temperature is going to be really high. It's going to be well over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's above 37 degrees Celsius in Portland, Oregon, surrounding areas. It's also going to affect Slam, Oregon, Uji, Oregon, and Medford, Oregon, and Interior, Oregon, including coastal areas of Oregon. I want everyone to wear your sunscreen, hats, and sunglasses. Do not wear dark-colored clothes. Wear light-colored clothes when you go for a walk. Don't walk too far during heat waves supporting in Oregon. Make sure have your everything ready. Drink a lot of water. Have your fancy air conditioners ready. Turn on your fancy air conditioners. Keep the house cool. Head to the beach. Go swim to get cooled off for people living in Portland, Oregon, and its surrounding areas as well. Temperature is going to be really hot on Friday, September 6, 2024 for people living in Portland and its surrounding areas as well. Be extra prepared. Don't walk too far. Drink a lot of water. Limit your outdoor activity fees for people living in Portland, Oregon, including Vancouver, Washington, and surrounding areas as well. If everybody living in Portland, Oregon, be prepared for a massive heat wave on Friday, September 6, 2024. Take care. Stay safe. Don't get to a hot stay. Cool. Be safe.
Bobby McDonald. Bob Levy, Frankie McDonald, mixed together. Where else can you find that? But right here on BF Live through Cyke Labs. So that was our Cyke Labs feature for today's episode of BF Live.
Psych.
BF Live, the home of Cyke Labs. Proud to say that. Thank you, Cyke, for contributing that great stuff, content, man, that we can all share here and laugh and have fun and get through our days even better together. Thank you, my brother, and the lovely Mrs. Cyke. Dicky die, man. Dicky die. Mon don doop. Don doop. Oh, come on, man. You're ducking me. You're ducking me, Petey Daddy Pod. Dicky die, man. The big ball says, R.I.P. Crackhead Bob. Don't do crack, people. It's fucking stupid. Yes, that's right. What's his claim? I was explaining that yesterday, that he claimed that he was a normal functioning person. He wasn't born with any retardation or anything. He tells Howard and everybody that he got that from smoking crack. So do like Big Ball says, and don't do crack, people. It's fucking stupid. That's a more you know from our friend Big Boss Man and That Bob. That's it. Rest in peace. That Bob. Let's see. Excellent work, Cyke from Space Nerd. Brian Clauder's laughing. Cyke says, thanks, nerd, for the compliment. Big Boss says, Cyke should hop on panel for this show sometime and talk about his creations and creative process. I agree, Big Boss. And people have hinted around to that, whether he's going to do shows. And I hope that he knows he's welcome here. I don't know that if you've had a desire to get on camera, buddy, but you better know that this should be the first place that you feel welcome coming on camera on BF Live, or you can come on maybe with just your sound or whatever, if you ever feel up to it, my friend. But the people want you. The people demand some Cyke. Frankie Bob from Space Nerd. The Big Boss says, Don doop. You got that dicky diamond, one don doop. My man, you're ducking me. I'm dungry. Oh, come on, man. Big Boss, thank you, sir. One day I will. Me and Russo are wanting to start a show, so I'll be on camera eventually. Oh, really? Come on. I reached out to Russo, thank you. Maybe we'll have Johnny Russo on BF Live next week. He is the guy that helped Anthony Cumia author his 2 books and some other kind of books for some famous people. And he probably got some interesting stories, interesting guy. And we're going to have him on next week and learn a little more about Johnny Russo. So maybe if that ever happens, we'll have Cyke on, and then we'll have Johnny on, and then I'll have come on and talk about their new show on BF Live and premiere it here and promote it here. Okay. The Big Boss Man says, Cyke, yeah, it's clear you love the show. You've become a big part of the show as well. He certainly is, man. Certainly is, and I appreciate it. You will be the first show I will do for sure, BF, yes, brother. Thank you. I was even going to ask you about that on text the other day. I was going to say, hey, man, you've been doing this more. Do you got like a desire to come on? But just know that you have an open invitation. Russo is stoked about it. Well, that's cool, man. We met on a screen full of people, and we seem to hit it off for whatever you can hit it off on a screen full of people like that drinking and all. But I am curious about a guy. How does a guy get attached to an Anthony Cumia? And what kind of, any kind of stories that he's willing to share that it wouldn't blow his relationship with Anthony. I don't expect him to give up anything like that. But just I'm curious about how does one get that close to Anthony that he trusts you enough to kind of co-write basically his 2 books and all. So he's got to be an interesting guy with some fascinating stories, and we'll look forward to having him on next week. Thanks, boss. That means the world to me for real. So thank you for saying that, because you become a big part of the show. He certainly has. NP, no problem. His stories are insane, Cyke. Yeah, and it's a little hard when you're on a show with multiple people and alcohol and drugs are involved. You don't really get time to really hone in on any particular part or particular interest or questions. I tried to get a couple little things out of him, but I think we would have a lot better success at that, doing that here on a little more chill kind of vibe here on BF Live on the day side. So I look forward to having him on next week and having more fun friends on. Speaking about friends, it is 1:29 here on the East Coast of the United States where I'm at. I do 3 hours of live original content every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 3-ish East. And typically halfway through that 3 hours, which is where we're at right now, I like to throw in a little piss break and all, because I never used to think about it. I used to sit here doing the pee-pee dance. So rather than doing the pee-pee dance for real, I'm going to play you my pee-pee dance, and we're going to come back in 2.5 minutes on the other side of the pee-pee dance. And what are we going to do? We're going to get into the National Day calendar. We're getting into that. We're going to get into that clip that I found of Crazy Alice. We're going to get into that. We're going to, in BF's Whack Package, where I'm going to show you who just recently passed away, rest in peace, Crazy Alice, from the Stern Show Whack Pack days. This was maybe her only appearance in studio. Kind of rare that she was ever in the studio, because I think she was a West Coaster. So this is going to be great. In lieu of her just passing away, we're going to relive the moments with Crazy Alice and more fun days from the Stern. Let's see. You love the Electra song. It's great. Well, it's coming up right now for the BF Live piss break. So enjoy this 2.5 minute piss break of the lovely DJ Electrify, who sings this one now. Let me find it here. We're going to take a piss break. I'll see you back here on the other side in 2.5 minutes for more fun on the other side of BF Live Stream Show 146. But right now, I need a piss break.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah, yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
I touched my pee-pee, and I liked it. And you probably would too, but you can't do it. How's everybody doing? We're back. What's up? It is BF Live Stream Show 146. We are on the other side of a 3-hour show here I like to do here every day on YouTube. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Rumble, and I'm also on Facebook. Thanks for everybody for liking, sharing, subscribing, and the super chats I've already received today. Anita Piss Break says, Live Ween checking in. What's up, Live Ween sneaking in here? Ween getting the love from our friend Cyke. Cyke says, I never had Stern friends to talk about the show, so to do it now with friends is all I ever wanted. LOL. Hard to start a convo about this stuff with someone who doesn't get it, Cyke. Yeah, and I was the kind that walk around the house and be saying, oh, hey now, oh my, musculature. I'd be walking around saying that shit, all the fun stuff that we hear on the Stern Show. So it's great having you to do this too. Whoa, thank you for the compliment. You said my whack packages are the best. Well, thank you, my friend. I like your package too. Hi, Benji. Hi, Fred. Yes, Live Ween. You're not wrong about that. I'm glad we got back. You love the electric song. All right, so let's catch up and let's do this. Let's see what we're seeing here. We got Anita Piss Break. Just in time for me to leave. No, not Space Nerd. Live Ween says, I know exactly what you mean, Cyke. Same here for many years. I have not managed to stump BF on a single Stern reference. It's great. Oh, man, I'm a long timer. I'm a long timer, man. And I like, I love just reliving this stuff. Nerd no, says our friend Live Ween. Live Ween says, I was outside assimilating. How would Bob read this word? Climbing a thing. You're climbing a thing, assimilating our dogs to the cat who lives out back now. What do you got to teach them? Like not to chase them? Like leave him alone. Don't chase the cat away. Don't chase him up a tree. He's our friend, right? That can be fun when you're trying to mix the cats and the dogs, and then you got a wild one on top of it. Space Nerd says, I'm heading out, getting ready to have lunch with a friend, and I love y'all. We love you too, man. You're still real to me, damn it. Have a great day, Space Nerd. Enjoy your lunch. And we know we'll always see you on the next thing we do here. Thanks, Space Nerd. Space Nerd says, thanks me. And I say, no, thank you. Cyke says, me either, Ween. LOL, it's amazing. Cyke says, haha, me too. That's how Ding and I got into it. Me saying, hey now, oh my, yes, musculature. I have terriers who have never met a cat, so they are way elevated. Oh my God, terriers and a cat. It's funny because they are very well behaved otherwise. Yeah, but you give them that little thing to chase, they'll get their attention, and that's what they're going to do. All right, y'all, let me take this piss break down because we're done with that. And we'll take that down. All right, so why don't we get into some other fun content here? It's 1:36 where I'm at on the East Coast of the United States. So I like to reframe, let you know the time, and that lets me know to get into some other fun stuff here on BF Live. And one of the things I like to do on every day, I like to check this National Day calendar, because I used to watch like the Today Show and all these shows, and it'd be like, it's Natural Fart Day, or I'm like, who came up with these kind of left-sided weird holidays and occasions? So I figured we would kind of look into them more deeply here in a feature I like to call the National Day Hey Hey. So let's check the National Day calendar and see what kind of fun holidays we're supposed to be celebrating today.
3, 2, 1.
It's the National Day calendar here on BF Live. That's right. It is September 12th in the year 2024. We're here. We're doing it. I love you guys. You guys are keeping me company and getting me through.
We're doing it.
Getting me through this show today. So thank you. September 12th. So let's check the national calendar and see what kind of holidays we're supposed to be celebrating today. Some wacky ones. Let's check out what we got here today. Today on September 12th on the National Day calendar, we like to acknowledge that it is National Day of Encouragement. I encourage you. Let's be encouraging. That says, yes, you can. I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. And doggone it, people like me. There you go. I encourage myself. It's National Hug and High Five Day. That mouth hug and high five. That's High Five Day. I don't know about to look into that one. Maybe it's National Just One Human Family today. That's what we are here on BF Live. We're just one human family. It's National School Picture Day. Oh, I should have pulled out a school picture for this one. That would have been funny. We should do that, post them on social media. National Report Medicare Fraud Day. Oh, I thought, oh, that's a day. National Video Game Day. We can get into these. Oh, my goodness. Some days we only have 3. There's a ton of them today. Today is the 12th, so it's National Chocolate Milkshake Day, and it's Day of the Programmer Day. So let's go to the top and see which ones are maybe the most interesting to get into. National Day of Encouragement. That's probably mostly self-explanatory. You got to encourage yourself and others to do positive things. I think we kind of get the gist of that one. National Hug and High Five Day. We certainly should get the gist of that one, hug and high five. Let's read. I want to get to, what do we want to get into? Why don't we want to get into National Video Game Day? Let's get into that a little bit. All right. We talked about video games on other episodes. I think just yesterday we were talking about emulators and stuff like that. And our friend, Flex316, checking in from Australia, from down under, said he's a big gamer head. So let's check into some of these. On September 12th, National Video Game Day celebrates all the ways we enjoy a good video game challenge. Hashtag National Video Game Days. Video game players across the United States enjoy this day with much enthusiasm. From their very earliest days, video games have been a blend of art form and industry. On July 25th, 1983, Walter Day and the Twin Galaxies Intergalactic Scoreboard came out of Ottumwa, Iowa, founded the United States National Video Game Team. Their early games used interactive electronics with various display formats. Thomas T. Goldsmith Jr., Estelle Ray Mann filed the first patent for an interactive electronic device in 1947. It was called a cathode ray tube amusement device. So people have been trying to figure out how to manipulate TVs and play games and get entertainment out of them for years. I'm a big video game guy, love going back, and it's definitely a place where you can get lost. I love when I get engrossed in video games, I don't think of anything outside chatter. It's all kind of blocked off. So it really works good for me in that it's definitely an escape. But I've always enjoyed video games. I mean, I've been around from the days, not from the 40s and all, but from the days of Atari and just video games. Look, there's a little National Mario Day on March 12th. So there you go. All in there. It says, how do you observe National Video Game Days? Let the video game challenges begin. Whether you invite friends to join you in the newest video game or you go at it alone, be sure to get a game in. You also need to make sure you have plenty of snacks. So that's our first one in the National Day Hey Hey video game. So let's see what everybody's saying about that. Got the Terriers. Sounds stressful. We're talking about assimilating those. It's super fun, actually, Cyke. I love that work more than anything, assimilating animals. Cyke says, you are an animal whisperer for sure. My dog don't do anything. The Space Chief 75 says, I knew one other guy when I was going to my shitty design school in Chicago. People thought our conversations about the show were insane. Yeah. I meant to say other Stern fans. That's all right. Liveween says, my wife turned me on to Stern and was listening with me the whole time. That's good. There are some couples out here, like I think Cyke and all that stuff. There are some couples that do this together. My wife was aware of the Stern show from the early days. We even like rented the with the pay-per-view from back in the day, the Miss Howard Stern, the New Year's pageant and all that stuff. So we would watch that and have celebrate New Year's. She was aware of Stern, but she wasn't a Stern head and deep into the game like I am. But she's definitely aware of them from our early days. I have about 5 different systems emulated on my phone. It's great. Really? That's cool. I know that it's gotten so portable now that you can play all of these games that you had to have a console for back in the day and all of this hardware and stuff and cartridges. Now you can play them on your phone. The Liveween says, I didn't need an excuse to play video games all day today, but thanks. There you go. Get them in. Get them games. I love an escape of video games, man. And I love the fact that I think it helps with my hand-eye coordination. I have a notion that video games actually kind of keep me mentally sharp. When you can kind of watch something and have that kind of call and response and respond to it, I think it keeps me sharp. At least that's what I tried to tell my mother when I was younger. Like, no, man, video games actually help, Mom. They actually help me, man. They keep me sharper, keep me thinking. Blum's Divorce Lawyer says, has a War Games WOPR emulator on his phone, y'all. Donna G checks in, the lovely Donna G. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, Donna G. Thank you for saying, how are you feeling today, Bobby Fran? I'm doing pretty good. I got me a little rhythm and a pattern at this point. This is the most challenging show and the one I worry the most about, trying to do the Thursday show after a Wednesday replayables, because you saw what was going down on there last night. We were drinking and definitely smoking and feeling no pain. I can recover from the smoking pretty good. If we drink too hard, that could be tough. But thanks for checking in always, Donna G. Good afternoon to you. I made Ding watch Miserable Men every day. You made her do it, huh? I learned it from watching you. All right, well, maybe if you like video games, today's your day because it's National Video Game Day. Report Medicare Fraud Day. That's kind of an interesting one to have on a national day calendar. I don't know how many there's so many people that experience Medicare fraud that we can all report it collectively. But hell, if you see it, go ahead and report some Medicare fraud if you see that. We should get into National School Photo Day because this is something that we all had to deal with in those early days of going to school. You know, this could be a little anxiety day for me because I would have to make sure that I was dressed a certain way, get your shirt right, and you didn't have your hair was right. You had to be. I was very worried about how I looked, and you had to sit just so until it was your time to get your photo taken because Mom set me up just right. And maybe we should dig into our old photos. But this is National School Photo Day. National School Picture Day. On the second Thursday in September, National School Picture Day reminds us to put on our best smiles. Hashtag National School Picture Day. Picture Day creates memories that last a lifetime. Not only that, but the day makes moms and dads radiate with pride and joy. Whether they capture the first toothless grin or the start of adolescence, school pictures are a tradition dating back generations. They mark time, much like the hash marks on a growth chart. By graduation day, families bring their children full circle. A complete collection of pictures chart their children's primary and secondary school years. So it's National School Picture Day today as well here on the BF Live National Calendar Check-In. We're doing the National Day Hey Hey. We got those. Subscribe to Kahuna Noi, please. Shout out to the 20 people that are watching. I got you covered at least till the 3 o'clock hour here on the East Coast of the United States on this Thursday. We're going to hang out, keep having fun here today. So I think we got the most of them. How about, let's say national, it's a good thing. It's a good thing to hug people and high five them. Hello, Frisco. But I don't know about this one. Let me see. Let's read.
Hello, Frisco.
It says, National Hug and High Five Day. 2 things that make us feel appreciated and loved are free. And I always say that about smile. It's contagious, right? And it's absolutely free. Doesn't cost nothing to smile or be polite to somebody, right? A hug and a high five. That's why September 12th, we celebrate National Hug and High Five Day. Hashtag National Hug and High Five Day, if you're going to go on social media. When we celebrate a job well done, an accomplishment, or meeting a goal, high fives among our friends and peers make the milestone even sweeter. And the hug, well, the hug is that little extra bit, the solid human contact that says more than the words ever could. Let's go on. It says, hugs and high fives also act as encouragement on our journeys. We struggle to reach our objectives and understand our purpose. Life throws obstacles in our way, and we cannot always see what is on the other side of the mountain. But along the way, friends and even strangers sustain us with their support. It comes in many forms, but often it comes in a wealth of hugs and high fives. So come on, y'all. Virtual high five. Mouth hugs and virtual high fives for everybody in the chat family here as we finish up our check-in of the National Day Hey Hey.
3, 2, 1.
All right, we are here on BF Live. That was the National Day Calendar check-in. Let's see. Let's check in and see today's mission, if you choose to accept it. Let's see if you choose to accept this mission. Ooh.
In a coffee shop, order only a cup of boiling water and a bag of coffee beans. I like to mix it in my mouth, you know. Today's mission. In a coffee shop, order only a cup of boiling water and a bag of coffee beans. I like to mix it in my mouth, you know.
There you go. That's today's mission. Should you choose to accept it, just go into a coffee shop, order a bag of beans and a cup of hot water, and tell them you'll mix it in your mouth and see the reaction if you want to have fun, if you choose to accept today's mission. Maybe coffee's not your thing. Maybe you'll choose to accept this mission.
Today's mission. During conversation, casually and offhandedly mention that you just shit your pants. Today's mission. During conversation, casually and offhandedly mention that you just shit your pants.
I like that because it sounds like the announcer, he didn't know what he was reading until he got to the end.
Casually and offhandedly mention that you just shit your pants.
Yes. Just tell somebody. Say, hey guys, how you doing today? I think I just shat my pants. I love the past tense of shit. I love the word shat. I don't know. There are many words I key on, but I love the word shat. There's something about the past tense of shit that just gives me the giggles I get. But there you go. I don't know if you choose to accept those missions, but maybe I'll show you one more. Maybe you might choose to accept this mission on today's mission on BF Live. Let's check this one. Let me accept this one.
Today's mission. Ask a friend if they want some water. If they say yes, fill a dog bowl with water and put it on the ground in front of them. Today's mission.
All right.
Ask a friend if they want some water. If they say yes, fill a dog bowl with water and put it on the ground in front of them. Today's mission.
There you go. There's a couple of funny little clips I like to share with you on BF Live. That's today's mission, should you choose to accept any of those. Let's see who's checking in since then. Hello, Frisco, says Adam. Adam, that's right. He knows what's up.
Hello, Frisco.
I wonder how Turkey Bob is doing today. I don't know. Turkey Bob SquarePants. Fucking Turkey Bob. That's funny. Oh, there he is. Turkey Bob. Oh, no. Is that you, Bob? How you doing? You having fun? You sound like a turkey, man. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Mr. Crow checks in. Mr. Crow and me says, morning, Bobby, Cyke, Space Chief, Space Herd, Space Nerd. Hoya. Well, you're not too late. Come on, man. Hoya.
Can I get a hoya? Can I get a hoya? Can I get a hoya?
Hoya, Mr. Crow. Hi, Mr. Crow from Tiffany, Washington. There's Cyke's link running if you want to watch all that cool Cyke Labs content that I share here on BF Live. You can watch it at your leisure anytime and laugh your ass off by clicking on that link right there and subscribing while you're there. It's absolutely free. Cyke Labs on YouTube. Live Ween says, Tiff, just saw your Discord DM this morning, Live Ween says. Hey, Ween from Tiffany, Washington. Hey, Tiff from the Big Boss. Mr. Crow getting the love and the shout out from Space Chief 75. Hey, Boss from Tiffany, Washington. Big Boss says, LOL, he couldn't even hold his laughter on that one. Yeah, that was funny. I never heard like, he kind of broke the fourth wall, but I've been playing today's mission. But yeah, go up to a friend and tell something you just shit your pants. That's great. That's a great one. Thanks, Big Boss, for checking that. catching up on that one, picking up on that. Hey, Tiff, hot Tiff from Mr. Crow. Liveween says, that's great. I was expecting a thermal imaging DD clown to shoot out of the butt on the right. There you go. You guys really like that thermal thing with people farting, man. I found that video a couple days ago when I was playing that. I'm going to have to find some more thermal camera video for you guys here. Mr. Crow is getting the shout out love from our friend Cyke. Mr. Crowy. Thanks for coming to BF Live. He knows what's up, Liveween. Hurry, All right, and we're caught up with the chat. And let's see, we accepted today's mission. So why don't we do this, guys? Because none of us are getting younger. I'm having such a great time educating some people, or maybe filling in some of the blanks for some of the people that were fans back in the days of some of the great antics that happened on the Stern Show back in the day. We got into some of it today. This seems very Stern centric today. So let's keep on the Stern theme today, because recently one of the most famous whackpackers, more famous ones, Crazy Alice, passed away. So rest in peace, Crazy Alice. We talked about her a couple days ago here on BF Live. We acknowledged her and kind of eulogized her. And I think I did. Who this? Let me see. Let me find my Crazy Alice stuff. And she did not being called crazy. She was a whackpacker and a fan of the show. And she kind of would call in, and then after talking to her many times, you're like, ooh, this woman's a little touched and she's a little crazy. She'd be like, fuck you. And she would like go off the handle. So eventually she earned the name of Crazy Alice. She goes, fuck you. I don't like Crazy Alice. If I'm Crazy Alice, then you gay. You gay Howard. So this is going to be Crazy Alice when she came in to visit the studios. Let me see. We got cocksucker. There you go. You might remember one of those sound bites if you're a fan from back in the day, or maybe this one. Fuck you. Maybe remember that one. Or when they would prank call her, she would say, "Who this?" That's right. Okay, so let's get into it now. Let's go back. We're gonna look at my package. This is the time to show. It's been a while since I ran. Everybody looked at my package, so I demand everyone stares. Once I find the thing, stare at my package. We're gonna get into BF Whack Package. Crazy Alice. So fuck you, gay Bobby, for calling me Crazy Alice. I can hear her cussing me from the far beyond. So let's look into this. Let me figure where I put it. So this is awesome, y'all. This is BF's Whack Package. This is where I like to go back and relive and look back at classic moments in Howard Stern Show history. And that's what we're going to do here today. Crazy Alice, but she hooked up with somebody. And I want to know how many of you guys remember this, my old Stern heads in here, guys, because I think this is going to blow my own Stern head fans away here. This is Crazy Alice visiting the Howard Stern Show from back in the day, BF's Whack Package. And what you're going to notice about this is from the Howard Stern radio show. And check out who Crazy Alice was mixing it up with when she came in studio right here on BF's Whack Package. My look at classic Stern moments from back in the day. Let's check it out, guys.
What is a Benji?
I was just really surprised how sexy Alice is. And
thank you.
I didn't know.
So, yes, it's Howard, it's Crazy Alice, and Benji, long-haired Benji Bronx.
You would go out with her?
She actually came on to me.
Did you come on to Benji? I kissed him?
In the hall. She said I'm not so bad looking, and she's actually pretty sexy. Yeah. Not that dark skin is bad, but I picture.
Now, I remember Benji mixing it up famously with Anna Nicole Smith in my Liveween and my Cyke, my deep Howard Stern heads. Remember when he fucking really was making time with Anna Nicole Smith, rest in peace, back in the day. But I really didn't recall this whole brush with Crazy Alice. But let's keep watching this. Let's check in and see who's checked in the chat. We got the Osborne thing. Let's see. Liveween says, stare at your package. What is this, 1992? Just like Perry, right?
Shut the fuck up.
You looked at your package. You told us all the time he stared right at your package. Bones up from Matt, Midday Freaks. He coined it. Hey, Matt. How you doing, buddy? You're here just in time as you're looking at my Whack Package, and we're reliving the time when Crazy Alice stopped into the actual Stern Show studios, which she rarely did. This might be the only one, or one of very few, and she's mixing it up with Benji. Benji was the man. Matt is getting the love from Liveween in the shout out. Sal, who's Sal? Liveween getting the bones up from Matt. Oh, Benji, LOL, yes, but yes, Cyke. Cyke 666 from our friend Matt. And hi, Matt from Tiffany Washington. Let's keep it rolling. Rest in peace. This is Crazy Alice mixing it up with Benji Bronx in studio back in the day on the Howard Stern Show.
pictured her a lot different. I pictured her with like curlers in her hair.
Oh, hell
and like
no.
really dark skin.
Hell no.
But she looked pretty hot. I would love to take her out while she was in New York.
Really? Now you got a date.
Hey, really? You want a French kiss? You want a French kiss, Benji?
Come on.
No?
Can we just
I like kiss. I don't kiss no anybody, but I don't want to kiss them in the mouth.
How about like on the neck and the lips just a little bit?
Just a little bit. Okay.
All right, wait, here, sit down on the couch. Benji will come over to you. Wow, this is a romance. I can't believe it. Alice and Benji, who would have expected this? The two of them.
Benji, who ended up having like a little kind of got real close with Anna Nicole Smith and was the famous boyfriend of Elisa Giordano, who some of you might make that connection. She's out there. She kind of done her Kermit podcast or whatever, the one that went off and smacked her boyfriend and all that stuff, beat up her boyfriend live on camera, Elisa Giordano. Yeah, well, Benji even had time with her from back in the day.
Make a cute couple. Look at this.
She's gonna get on Benji's lap.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, yeah. They are making out. I can't believe it. Oh, Benji.
How long has it been, Alex?
Look, he wants more.
Benji forcing more.
Oh, jeez. Benji.
He is amorous.
We're still at work.
You like her. Oh, man.
Oh,
Look, he's like fucking practically humping her.
Wow, this is all right, Benji. Easy.
Will you get out
of here? Pull your pants back on. My God. Oh my God, he's completely aroused.
Oh man. Oh my goodness. My makeup.
Oh my God.
That's what Matt was saying.
Just trying to give you a little pick, Benji. You really took advantage.
It's like date rape. Lipstick all over your face.
Right.
Oh my God.
Oh, she slapped him.
Aren't you liking Benji for liking you? What are you hitting him for?
Was
I want to look like a movie star. Like somebody had got raped.
She said that looked like somebody just got raped. She got all. Benji is such a weird dude. Yeah, is absolutely. Matt says live ween. He drinks him like a milkshake because Matt said. What did Matt say? Live ween said Matt. Yup. Then Randy C slides in between them and blows Benji to completion. Say
Shut the fuck up.
I think Live Ween's right about that. Let's keep doing this.
Benji and you would hook up.
There's something. I mean, admit it when you look at her. There's something irresistibly sexy about her.
Yeah. Well, maybe you go to lunch with Benji or something. Looks like he's looking for a date.
Ooh, maybe they'll go to lunch. Maybe love will bloom. Cyke says Benji's stitch was his bit and all that stuff was strong. LOL. Live Ween says in 1992, make no mistakes, Perry drank down that milkshake. Grimace in pain.
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't say it. Live Ween said it, and you've said it to us too. We know you drank the Randy's milkshake. Gaseous checks in and says howdy, and I say howdy to Gaseous. How you doing, my favorite ape friend? What's good? Well, you're in the middle of joining us right between BF's Whack Package, where we're looking back on Crazy Alice's in-studio visit, a rare in-studio visit in the Howard Stern days, and she's making out with Benji Bronk, and it's gross. Shtick. There you go. And I even knew what he said, and I still couldn't convert the word. Yes. Oh, my God. And they drove people nuts with the stick, with the stick. Everything with the shtick. All that stuff, and his age, and he would never give a straight answer for anything, and he would drag out and ruin bits. But they like the, there you go, coma. Yeah, the shtick coma. That's right, the shtick coma. Yep, we're about to go into the shtick coma and the vortex, right? The Benji vortex, when we would just go spiraling, and he would just take the show in a whole nother direction. Thank you, Blumels. I couldn't remember how to spend it. There you go, shtick. We got it. Spell it, spend it. Couldn't spend it, spell it. You still can. All right, let's keep going with this because now Benji's hooked up with Alice, which I didn't really kind of remember all this fully, but it started coming back to me when I saw more of this. Let's watch what they did after the studio time. Constantly kissing her. Look, a hotel room. Kissing her and going into a hotel room. This is far beyond lunch. This is very much like the Anna Nicole thing, where after the show, him and Anna Nicole went to lunch, they went to dinner, and ended up in a hotel room, like making out and everything. And then Benji didn't want to, he acted like he was taking advantage of somebody that might have been under the influence. That was his excuse for not going all the way with Anna Nicole Smith.
Here's to the
lunch in a hotel.
Beautiful.
Right.
Smell that.
It smells sweet. Damn.
And the angels took the censer and filled it with.
Ew, look at Benji. Ew. Hey, you did grooves. The grammar hammer strikes again. That's right. We need a grammar hammer here on BF Live. That's that autocomplete. I'm doing okay, boss. Made burgers and dogs. There you go. That's always a good thing. Call me Morse Jr., says our friend Live Ween. Benji Vortex. That's right. Remember the Benji Vortex? Like, oh, Christ. Now we're in the vortex. Yes, because he would just take the show in a whole nother direction. Howard put him out of the studio for constantly being late at one time. Yeah. And how many chances did he give him, Space Chief 75, where they would tell him, you have one of the best jobs in the world, and you're going to think you can come in here under the wire like 5 minutes or in less than 5 minutes before the show, when all of those people are in there well early and they're dedicated to it. And they know, but Benji had those bad habits, right? And he would tell them, set 2 alarms, set 3 alarms, do whatever you have to do, but don't be coming in the studio after I already started the show and distracting me. So yeah, I mean, how could you ruin such a great opportunity, man? But it was funny when they finally kicked him out, and then they had to talk to him from a distance and over a speaker and everything. You beat me to it, BF, LOL. Okay, Morse Jr. All right, here we go. Let's keep going with this now. But look how gross he looks. Look at this.
Fire the altar and cast it into the earth.
Yes, Cyke, and he only worked 5 hours a day. He got to take all of the vacations that Howard did, which apparently, like Sal and Richard and all those guys, they didn't get those vacations, but somehow Benji, being in the studio, thought that he just how glommed on when every time Howard was off, he was off. So he did, and then he would get out of there right at the end of the day. He wouldn't even stay around and do like post-production or nothing. Cyke knows. We know you, Benji. Let's go.
Can I hear an amen?
Amen. You are so beautiful to me.
Oh, Lord. Oh, he tried to grab that ass.
Come on, let's take it back.
Ooh, now he got a towel. Look.
No. All right.
Ooh, he almost looks like Stuttering John, too, with the hair. When I first saw this from a distance, Cyke, and guys, I'm like, is that Stuttering John? Like, look at that. That could be Stuttering John. But nope. Lest anyone think it's Stuttering John, that's Benji in a towel. Ew.
Let's take it back on. All right. Don't be like that.
Don't be like that. He tried. Look at him.
Don't go that.
Oh, she hit him in the jump. She hit him right in the jump. That's as close as he got to getting lucky.
Oh, man. Make it look like we had sex. No, they're actually
make it look like we had sex.
Make it look like we did. Land me one.
Ooh.
What is a Benji?
I was just really...
And there you have it, y'all. It's looping again. I hope you guys enjoyed that, whether fans old and new. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I enjoyed reliving that and kind of filling in the blanks in my mind because, you know, the decades get away from you and you don't remember every silly little detail that happened. But I hope you enjoyed the look at my package, staring at BF's whack package, our look back at classic Stern bits right here on BF Live. And we only work 5 hours a day. I miss the Labor Day phony phone-a-thon when they used to play like, oh yeah, when they would go off and they would just play like phone calls and old bits the entire time during the show. Live Ween is laughing and he says, ha, and that's what we want here on BF Live. You know why? Because I see that it's 4 minutes past the hour. That means it is 4 minutes into hour number 3 of BF Live Stream Show 146. Please like, share, and subscribe. Sub if you can, all that stuff. I'd appreciate that. Membership up if you can. But we got more content here I got for you. We did my whack package. Wow, we got a lot of, I noticed they got a lot of Stern-centric stuff I have. I must have been in a Stern mode or it was coming up on my feed today. But why don't we do this? Why don't we check in on Perry? Because I know I got Perry chat family in here. I see you. You're saying bones up. You're saying 666. So what we're doing this week, Perry's taking a little bit of time off. So what the guys are doing is they're like doing premieres every night of some classic episodes. So why don't we take a look at their Twitter and X and look back at kind of some of the stuff that they're showing on Perry now so we can get our little Perry buzz taken care of, our little Perry fix here on BF Live on a segment I like to do here for all of our Perry fans called Perry Talk. So why don't I run that and we'll get into it. I'll go to Twitter X. I'll show you some of the videos they have up here for our, where's my new Perry Talk segment thing here? I got the old one. That's my old one. Where did it go? I hate when this happens. I'll play my old one and then I'll play my new one.
Talk. Perry Talk. Perry Talk. Talk. Perry Talk. Talk. Perry Talk. Perry Talk.
Yeah. That was my original intro that I made for Perry Talk. I found it now. Maybe I'll close this feature with my intro, my outro that was made by my friends from Hack Ride Studios and everybody over there. So let's get into it now. Let's do some of this Perry Talk stuff here on BF Live. Let me find my place. Let's pull some of this up for you. Where the hell is it at? Is it? All right, here we go. Let's check Twitter X and see what they're saying. I like to say Twitter X because I don't always call it Twitter anymore. Let's see. I'll get off on calling it X that much. But let's go back a little bit. And let's watch this here. It's time for Perry Talk. So let's go. Last night, I was preparing for this show. So it's probably no secret that I'm up late most nights doing shows or preparing for this show every day. So I like to play stuff in the background. And I was playing this last night. I was playing The Return of the Zebra Stream from 9/1/21. And boy, I started laughing when I looked up and saw some of the stuff that was going down here on the Zebra Stream. So this is the one that they showed last night. They did a premiere. So you might think it's a live show, but they're showing some great old shows here on Perry Caravello Live. I would, let me see where I can find that. Find something here. I would recommend to everyone to go over to, even though Perry doesn't think he's on YouTube, he's still on YouTube, Perry Caravello Live. Please go over there and sub up to Perry Caravello Live. You can sub. That's absolutely free. If you want to be a member and see some of the stuff at your leisure, they have 2 levels. They have ShopVac level at $4.99, and they have Credenza level at $9.99, where you can see all of their content. So please member up over there on Perry Caravello Live. But let's look at some of this stuff. Let's look at this one. Okay, so this one is from, we should have touched on this yesterday, but this is Perry Caravello Live talking about 9/11. This is when he finds out about 9/11 and kind of his involvement with 9/11 right here on Perry Talk on BF Live. Let's listen to this. Taking you back in time. Perry Caravello talking about 9/11.
I didn't cause 9/11! On the anniversary of 9/11, well, my mom called me up at like 7-something in the morning telling me to turn the TV on, and I was in shock with what I saw. It was just disgusting. Do I ever feel bad for causing such a terrible tragedy? How can I cause something like that? I'm not from the Middle East. I'm not Osama bin Laden, you sick bastards. I didn't cause 9/11. God almighty.
Is that true, guys? Perry calls 9/11? I don't know. I think my guys might tell me.
You're disgusting, you immoral, sick pervert. That's just demonic thoughts. I didn't do anything like that. Now, how do I sleep at night knowing I caused such an awful event? How could I cause such an awful event? You're a lie, la, 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 la. You're a lie, la, 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 la. You're a lie. Tell me why. Ask me why you like to lie. Get the fuck out of my way, because this is not what I did.
All right, so lest anybody think that Perry did it. Perry didn't do it. He says it wasn't me. He is not responsible for 9/11, although some people disagree with him. So this is the part I was laughing at last night. Let me show you this clip and all. So this is the Zebra Stream. So everybody knows, or people that watch Perry Caravello Live know, that Tom has like cameras. He has the hall camera. He's got the kitchen camera now. He's got all these different camera angles that he can hit, right? So here's Tom. Perry, this is from 2021, the Zebra Return Stream. So this is Tom showing Perry what's going on out in the hall, and Perry's going to respond to it. Let's watch this. There's the zebra out in the hall. So Tom is showing him that right now on his camera outside of his place, there is a zebra outside of his door, and Perry's going to do something about it.
Where the fuck is he? Where the fuck is he?
He went out looking for it.
I told you to never show your fucking face here, you fucking asshole.
So Tom is obviously just showing him a video that's kind of already pre-made, and so Perry keeps running out the hall looking for the zebra. No, he's like, I'm gonna find this zebra, damn it. I'm gonna find this shit.
Stop showing up here at my apartment. Stop, please.
And as soon as he sits down, he's right back on the camera again.
Go away. Get the fuck out of here. You get the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, he's gone. Tom took it down. That's all I need.
Anymore.
Can't deal with that crap anymore. So there you go. The zebra showed up last night. Oh my God, it was so funny. That was so funny. I started laughing my ass off. I was sitting here out the corner of my eye, and I got Perry playing, and I keep seeing him getting out there and going out to the front door. And at one point, he encounters people out there, and he goes, "Did any of you see a zebra out here?" And the people are like, they're like, "A zebra?" And they're laughing at him like he's fucking crazy. So that's a great bit right there, Tom. Great use of that video right there. The zebra stream last night, the zebra return. Let's see. But then, of course, you know, Perry always gets hungry during the shows, right? There was a long time in his life where he didn't even get no food. He was almost destitute, as Tom lets us know. So here's a little food talk on Perry Caravello Live. Let's see.
Cheese macaroni? Fuck you.
Hey, somebody got you macaroni and cheese and you're going to say F you? That's not the right.
Yeah, because I'm lactose intolerant, you son of a bitch. Fuck you.
Don't you have a pill?
I've already taken them and I'm not eating cheese macaroni.
And why do you say cheese and macaroni? It's macaroni and cheese.
Same thing to me.
He even said that backwards.
And because I'm allergic to cheese, these fucking fans want to send me macaroni and cheese or cheese and macaroni, whatever the fuck, just to see me end up on the fucking toilet.
Let me tell you something right now. Absolutely nobody on this stream, myself included, wants to see you get up and go to the toilet during the stream.
You got that right.
Okay, so that's not true.
Well, then why the fuck are they sending it then, these motherfuckers?
Well, maybe they don't know you're lactose intolerant. You think everybody knows every...
That's bullshit! That's a fucking lie!
Can you believe that? He actually thinks that everybody already knows that they should know that Perry's lactose intolerant. Not everybody knows that, Perry. But he swears everybody should. Okay. Well, this is Perry dealing with a robocaller.
We've been trying to reach you concerning your.
You're getting fucking sued.
He's yelling at a recording.
Fucking sued, you son of a fuck!
We are giving you a final courtesy call before we close out your file. Press 2 to be removed and put on our do not call list.
I'm gonna sue this recording up the ass.
You fucking maniac! You fucking evil son of a bitch! You're wicked, you son of a bitch! You're wicked! You evil fuck! You cocksucking motherfucker! You evil fucking wicked bastard!
We've been trying to reach you concerning your warranty. You should have
Goodbye. You could have just said goodbye, Perry. You didn't have to go through all that, buddy. Holy moly. Oh, my God. That was funny. I need to deal with my calls like that. Okay, so then it wasn't enough that the zebra showed up, but then, of course, other wildlife starts showing up.
What in the fuck?
He's got a tiger.
Are you kidding me? They brought a lion into my fucking hallway?
Go get it, Perry. Look, he's going to go get the tiger. Look, he's like, I'm going to get this tiger, damn it. I'm going to get it.
Nothing out here. Do you know how motherfucking dangerous that is? To bring a fucking tiger into the hallway at my apartment building? How dare they?
How dare they?
They should be arrested, these fucking animals. What if one of my neighbors came out to walk their dog or something and saw that tiger? The tiger would have flipped out and chased him or something. Stupid fucks.
And there you go. That looped again. So we have zebras showing up. We have tigers showing up. All right. And then now, one last video. We're going to go at the top of the feed, doing a little Perry talk here. We're kind of getting our little fix of Perry Caravello Live because he's going to take off for a little while. So this is the kind of stuff they're doing. They're showing premieres of classic episodes every night on PCL on YouTube. So even though Perry doesn't think he's on YouTube anymore, don't tell him. He's kind of over there. And you can check it out too and see what they're showing tonight because they're showing something like every night at 8 o'clock East, 5 Pacific. So let's see what this is all about. This is Carl's Jr. at the apartment.
Get this goddamn garbage out of my house! Get it out of my house!
Race car bed.
Lock that motherfucking door! Oh. Get it out of my house! I am not eating another motherfucking thing! No motherfucking way! You sons of bitches! We're done! You fucking animals!
Perry, you got 5 seconds to sit down.
I'm done with this fucking town. I'm done with this fucking business.
I wish you were done with
I'm
this
done with everybody with this fucking business. You
Tony.
evil fuckers.
I wish you were done with that shitty town.
Tony here to save the day.
You. Get the fuck out of here.
He's like an umpire.
You take a bite of Carl's, it's fresh. You take a bite of Carl's.
Here, we'll all take a bite.
Excess
You like bacon.
caffeine.
You're a shake your motherfucking mouth.
Hun, what?
God damn it.
And then he bites, and then he eats it anyway.
Fuck alone. Leave me alone.
And then he eats it anyway, as Perry tends to do. And that's what we love about Perry Caravel Alive. I hope everybody enjoyed that little segment catching up. Once again, I will advise you, or I will ask you once again, thanks to Perry Caravel Alive and Tom and Jim, the boss, and Garrett and everybody over there. Shout out 666 and Bones Up. Go ahead and member up over there and subscribe if you can, right there on Perry Caravel Alive on YouTube. And I hope you enjoyed that little segment right there, because that was a little segment we like to do here for our Perry friends. That was Perry Talk right here on BF Live. Perry Talk. Let's get on some other fun stuff. Well, I think we do. Oh, I left my picture up, blocking my face. Let me get that down, and you can see me. That was our Perry Talk segment. You can see it running in the background right here on BF Live. I hope that everybody enjoyed that, and it gives you a little Perry fix for today. But maybe I'll see some of you in the chat tonight, just like I did last night for when the Return of the Zebra was on last night. Let's see what everybody's saying about that, because we had some friends check in. The Widow Killer checks in and says, I saw a picture of Perry and Randy shaking hands with Bin Laden in 1992.
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't say it. Widow Killer said it. Space Chief 75 says he was quoting the Sex Pistols there, I think, in the one clip. Matt says, Space Chief, he was. Scaremaster is a pure rocker through and through, says our friend Matt. Gasha says, I'm starting to think Perry did 9/11.
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't say it. Gasha said it. Jake Fire checks in with a very colorful and very generous $2 super chat. Thank you, Jake Fire. Perry Hallway Madness was the best, LOL. Well, I hope you enjoyed reliving that moment, Jake Fire, and thank you for the $2 super chat, buddy. It's generous and very colorful. I like it. Thank you. The Widow Killer says, apparently, Perry was the one that introduced Sergeant Slaughter to Saddam Hussein in the 1990s. Uh-oh. Look, you son of a bitch, okay? We're going to go take out America. We're going to take those Twin Towers. I know that's Steve, but that's all I got. Let me see. How you doing? Matt checks in and says, Perry only drinks bull milk. Is that true, Perry? I don't know about that.
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't say it. Matt said it. Space Chief 75 is laughing. 666 from our friend Cyke, and Bones Up to you, my friend. He said that the tiger was a lion in the hallway. And Gasha says, was that Testicle Tiger? Maybe it was Testicle Lion. But no, I don't think that was Testicle Tiger. But shout out to my friend TT, Testicle Tiger. How you doing? That's definitely chat family, Perry Carroll Alive. Bob's bed in the background, says Space Chief 75. I noticed that too. Fun shit. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Oh, no, you're not saying. All right. Live Ween says, Bobby Nick hasn't been seen on a live panel for several minutes. Can we get a welfare check? Well, you know that if nobody has seen him for several minutes, that is a serious condition here in our podcast community. Shout out to Bobby Nick and Scott. They're not here today. I throw out the link, and those guys are gracious to come along whenever they can. And if they can't, then that's okay too. But I'll catch them on another day. But you're right. If Bobby Nick isn't on the show, we must worry about that. John Ross checks in and says, it's my birthday today, and I'm 35. From John. Well, go ahead. It's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday. We're going to hang out and have fun like it's your birthday. Happy birthday, John Ross, checking in from Facebook. Is that you giving me the one like that I see over there? I see Brian Clauder is checking me out on Facebook. Well, John Ross, if you wouldn't mind getting me the thumbs up or to click the like, everybody, I'd appreciate that. I know you like me, but it helps the algorithm know that you like me too. That was Perry Talk. It is 20 minutes after 2 o'clock here on the East Coast. We do 3 hours here of BF Live, so we're about 40 minutes to go or so before we get to the top of the hour. I'm having fun with you. This is what I love doing, y'all. Thanks for giving me a place to do this and gathering every day. I like to live and laugh every day, like my boy Cyke Labs lets us know.
I'm rolling with BF Buffalo.
That's me.
Laughing every day, yo. He got jokes that'll make you say grow, but keep that avocado far, though.
Keep that avocado far.
Blazing green, always lean. That's his motto. Puffin' slow.
Living life.
You gotta laugh it up, my dude. Living life. Just
everybody
keep
now,
chill,
come on.
Stay in that mood.
Live and laugh. Gotta do opposite. Opposite. Live, y'all. That is my path. We're gonna keep doing it here. Come on, y'all. You having fun? Are you not entertained? Are you hyped for a Thursday? Are you hyped for life? Let's listen. Come on, let's keep going. Bob is.
Fuck you, I don't do what you told me.
WBFL. You're watching BF Live. There's a Stacey Allen joint.
Don't do what you told me. I don't do what you fucking told me. Don't do what you fucking told me. Don't do. I don't do what you fucking told me. Fuck you, I don't do what you tell me. Don't fucking do what you tell me. Don't do what you told me. I don't do what you fucking told me. Fuck you.
Yeah, Rage Against the Levy. Bob Against the Machine.
Welcome to BF Live. I love blocking people from chat. I am Blocky Fran.
I resemble that remark. Hoya.
Bobby Fran is the most talented blocker I've ever met. Hoya.
Yo, his pause.
Hey-o. Cyke Labs joint got me singing Lose Yourself. Eminem, BF Live. We're having fun doing it right here. Levy in the name of. That would be a good one. Yeah. Killing in the name of. Nowhere I'd rather spend the midday, says Blummel's defense lawyer. You guys are awesome. Matt knows that was BF Rabbit. He knows it was the one and only BF Rabbit right there. These are all great things from Cyke Labs. All this stuff you're hearing, other than the Rage Against the Machine one, that was the lovely Stacey Allen. I love sharing all this great content that you guys produce here, having a home for it here on BF Live. You make it so much fun for me. Let's see.
Welcome to BF Live. I
love World John. What is that? I got all kind of shit here. Blocky Fram. Oh, do that.
You heard a friend, a blocking man. He kicks out people with just a hand. Hates avocados, ain't that grand. Blocking Buffalo got his brand. Laughing loud, living free. He's got the chat on lock, you see. Blocky friend. He blocks the hate, the #1 fan. BF Live, hear his plan.
Hear it.
Blocky friend.
My plan, hear my plan? My plan is to have fun with you guys every day until I can't no more. Live life to the fullest because we only get one good ride on this planet, so let's have fun and make the most of it. Fuck the bullshit, let's have fun. And another way that we're going to have fun here on BF Live is, what can I choose on my list here for you? I have many ways it can go. I write down things we can get to, and I like to go with the flow of the show, don't you know? So why don't we do this? Why don't we get into some whack tracks here on BF Live? I'm always out on the internets and social media looking for fun stuff to play here for you guys. And I like when I get these kind of crazy mixes of kind of genres and musical styles and all kind of things. I like the mix of them. And so when I get a certain amount of them, I like to show them here in a thing I like to call whack tracks. So let's listen to some whack tracks here on BF Live. These are some just good covers or maybe some versions of songs that you never heard. Let me know what you think about this version of this famous song you probably know, folks. Right here on BF Live's Whack Tracks. Kind of done and arranged a little differently than you might have known from the original. Right here. Let's listen to this.
You want to remember this little song called Walk Like an Egyptian.
Ready, y'all? BF Live. We're going to walk like an Egyptian, y'all. Yeah! You listen to WBFL, Walk Like an Egyptian Bluegrass style. Oh, hey, oh. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Yeehaw! Oh, hey, oh. Oh, hey, oh.
No, you don't remember.
There you go. I hope you enjoyed that. I ain't never heard of a bluegrass version of Walk Like an Egyptian. Walk with an erection. That's how I used to change the words of that song. Walk with an erection. Let me put my goggles on to see a little better, to see what our friend Space Chief 55 is saying. He is saying, those guys are incredibly talented. I've seen them doing a few other tunes before. I love that when people from a whole nother genre, but you wouldn't even think they would be recognizing those songs or have any kind of value to them, and they do like a kind of a bluegrass version or a different kind of version. I love when a different arrangement is done very well, and that was a lot of fun one right there. Deadfool says, I want BF singing Whole Lot of Money by B.I.A. What up? Let's get it. Boy, you asking, Cyke will answer. Stepped in the spaghetti. Oh no, my spaghetti. It's fine. I'll make more spaghetti. Oh no, more spaghetti. My spaghetti. Your spaghetti. Eat SpaghettiOs. Gas just knows that song. There you go. How you doing, Deadfool? And Gas is checking in. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. But I got a couple more whack tracks for you right here on BF Live's Whack Tracks. Let me know. Ooh, so I was thinking about Bob with this one. You know, Bob probably, he might not have a good chance unless he really gets a good hookup by our friend Husey over in Ireland. Shout out Husey. You know, Bob wants to see Oasis, the band, really bad, right? We all rag Bob for being an Oasis fan, wearing Oasis shirts, and he back in the day, you know, he was doing that thing a lot of people worry. He says, they're the next Beatles and all that shit, right? So now they've gotten back together. They finally reunited when nobody ever thought they would. They're doing a concert tour. So unless Husey gets tickets or something, they're really selling fast. I don't know if Bob's going to be able to get to go, but I do have an alternative for Bob right here that'll help him. And I hopefully Bob liked this, and I hope you do too. Right here on BF Live's Whack Tracks. This is basically like Oasis off of Temu. Ready? Asian Oasis. Maybe Oasis. Here we go. This is what I got for you, Bob. You're not going to make it to the concert, but here, this will do for you.
Don't really wanna know who you got and crowns, 'cause I just wanna fly, lay there. Did you ever feel the pain in the morning?
Yes, you're not imagining things. This is an Asian group doing Oasis. Oasis.
I soak you to the bone. Maybe I will never be all the things that wanna be. Now it's not the time to cry. Now the time to run away. I think you're the same as me. We see things they never see.
Forever. Oasis. If you can't see Oasis, maybe you can see Roasis somewhere, Bob. I hope you like that one right here on BF Live. But then, you know, they do more than one song. And I feel bad for Bob because, you know, we all know that he's a great Oasis fan. I don't know if he's going to make it there. I really want Bob to see it. Yellow Oasis. Says Blumholes. Whoa, wait a minute. I see a comment on here that I like. Let me get this. It says right here, it says, hello, Drew P. Balls checking in. He says, BF Chang is the drummer. BF Chang is everywhere, omnipresent. How you doing? BF Chang will be making an appearance right after this show ends today. Noasis, says Deadfool. Roasis, it's right. That's Noasis. Urshus, that's Liveween checking in. Okay, you know, and I feel bad for Bob because we all know how much he loves Oasis, and we've been kind of ragging on him about being an Oasis fan. So maybe, Bob, if you don't make it, we got the next best thing right here on BF Live for you. Let's check out this Oasis song, this rendition on BF Live's Whack Tracks you're watching on BF Live today. Let's listen to this one.
I don't believe.
Yeah, Cyke now. Wonderwall. Yes, they're whining, ladies. All right. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe Bob Ruby will. Yeah, maybe Bob will like that if he doesn't get to see Oasis. Maybe Bob could enjoy that. Let's see who's checking in. We have Cyke saying Blocky Chan. I'm going to try to come up with some shirt designs to run by you. Thank you, Cyke. A2 Alice 828 Alice says hello. Thanks for checking in, Alice. How you doing today? I know you're celebrating your birthday a few days ago, so happy belated birthday once again to you, Alice. Thanks for checking in on BF Live. Matt says that definitely sounds better than the original. I said maybe. You're gonna be the one that saves me. The Lawrence Welk version. I thank you, boys. A 1, a 2. We got the Oasis. A 1, a 2, a 3. I thank you, boys. Space Chief 75. The Blumholes defense lawyer says, yeah, I like this version better. The Live Ween checks in and says, hi, Alice. Howdy, Alice. And Live Ween's getting the love right back from Alice. And Alice says, thank you. You are welcome. Alice, thanks for checking in. You know what BF Live's all about because you've been around for a minute. We're in the middle of doing whack tracks. I'm like playing wacky song mixes that I find here on the YouTubes. Let's see. Deadfool calls it Blunderwall. And after all, you're my Blunderwall. I like that. So hopefully Bob will like that version. Maybe that's something he can get down with. A little more his speed. But if not, I got a couple more songs. I don't have no more Oasis songs. Oh, they were special, but I do have some. These were kind of, these are definitely whack tracks. So let's listen to this whack track, y'all. And hopefully this doesn't happen to you. Don't be pissing people off because this might happen to you on BF Live's whack tracks. Let's listen to this one here. This one's called I Shit on Your Lawn.
I hate you so, I shit on your lawn. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. A nice Stevie turd just for you. This is for how you did me wrong.
Did me wrong.
A gift of my shit to say fuck you. I hate you so, I shit on your lawn. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. A nice Stevie turd just for you. This is for how you did me wrong.
You did me wrong.
A gift of my shit to say fuck you.
That's right, I shit on your lawn. That's what you get for fucking with her. I shit on your lawn right here on BF Live's Whack Tracks. And I'm seeing a theme here. You know, maybe it's me subconsciously. I didn't go for a theme, but apparently I hit on a theme by showing you that track and this last whack track that I have for you in this segment for BF Live's Whack Track today. So that one was called I Shit on Your Lawn. And I guess there's a theme here you're going to see after I play this one for you. Subliminal theme, BF Live's Whack Tracks. I like it in the pooper.
I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm a gal who likes it in the tush. What I'm saying is I'm a backdoor girl. I don't ever need any lube, so just nail me, don't be a rube. I'll just bend over and hopefully I'm screwed.
You girls liked in the pooper back in the day.
Saying is scandalous, but only 'cause they can't handle this. But sex is something I can never resist. I'm a gal who likes it in the pooper. Hey, pal, if you're hung, that'd be super. Hey, man, come on and be a trooper. Just
jazz
shut
hands,
up and
everybody.
Put your willy right in my pooper. Hey there, fella, are you going my way? Come on and drive down my dirt highway. Keep on driving, don't be shy. I get in the pooper till the day I die.
I'm tapping. I'm doing tap dance. You can't see it. I'm tap dancing here.
Please tell me you're getting my point. Grab me now, don't disappoint. Do it now, or I'll be at my angriest. Maybe I'm being a bit too coy. I need a man, don't need a boy. I need a tool to hit my pancreas. I know that I'm saying it's scandalous, but only because they can't handle this. But sex is something I can never resist. I'm a gal who likes it in the pooper. Hey, pal, if you're hung, that'd be super. Hey, man, come on, be a trooper. Just shut up and put your willy right in my pooper. Hey there, fella, are you going my way? Come on, drive down my dirt highway. Keep on driving, don't be shy. I get in the pooper till the day I
That's right, y'all. This is WBFL. We hope you're enjoying these whack track segments. That was the classic, taking you back to the 40s. I like it in the pooper. How do you think we all got here, folks? They like it in the pooper. I hope you enjoyed those, guys. That was BF's whack track segment here today on the show. Let's see. Ase Melendez says we got some great comments on that. People started popping off on that one. Dead Fool said on the previous one, I like this one, talking about shitting on your lawn. I think that's when that came in. Alice says, help me make it through the yard, the 9 years she thinks I'm steal cars. Steal cars, I don't know. Help with that. Let's see. I knew you were going to play this one, says Blumhouse. How did you know? I didn't even know. It kind of came up in my feed, and as soon as it did, you knew it was perfect fodder for BF Live. Liveween says, this is actual studio recording of Ase Melendez. Blumhouse is laughing, which was good. Gaseous says, this is the Kate Meany anthem. Hacka backa, says Gaseous. Dead Fool is laughing, which is good. Liveween says she does that Celine Dion thing where she sings with perfect American inflection, but she maintains her native accent when she speaks, like a lady would. Blumhouse is laughing. Dead Fool backs up and says Ase Melendez as well. Drew P. Ball says, I remember that hit back in 1942. It was, I remember a hit from 1992.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you know there were lots of love songs, probably like Michael Bolton or something like that, you and Randy's favorite song. I hope you enjoyed those whack tracks here on BF Live, because it is, I got 20 minutes more to go on the show, but I have more fun content for you. How about, what can we do? I'll write some stuff down, but I do it in kind of a no particular order, depending on how much fun we're having. So let's get into some more fun here on BF Live. How about this? Let's do a little, we'll look at some stuff, and I'm going to ask the question I like to ask when I show this stuff. What the fuck is this? That's right. We're going to do WTF is this segment here on BF Live. That's when I find stuff that even I can't quite describe or figure out what kind of category it fits in or even what the hell it is. So let me tell you, let me show you here, and maybe you can tell me. WTF. What the fuck is this? What are we looking at here on BF Live? Let's check this out. Tell me, what is this that we're looking at here? Oh, it says this is Portland, so maybe Space Nerd will, maybe she knows. Why are a bunch of people dressed up in animal costumes and Halloween costumes singing Louie Louie? What the fuck is this? Oh, singing through the mask, that helps. the roof. There's all kind of shit going on the roof. What's going on that roof? I don't know what the fuck is going on in this. That's why I brought it here. Thought maybe you could tell me what the fuck is this. It looks like an acid trip or something like that. Holy moly. I can imagine my boy Cyke or my people in here kind of doing their shrooms and all and then going to that party, and then good luck hanging on for that one. Deadpool says that's what happens when furries start a band. That could be. It could be like sickos under there. The Slee Stack Hype Man is my favorite, says Space Chief 75. Well, I'm glad that you like that. I got a couple more for you here. Maybe you could tell me what, I don't know what that was. I mean, you know, Deadpool got the clothes. He says that's what happens when a furry start a band. That's the best explanation I've heard so far in what the fuck is this that we're looking at here on BF Live. Maybe you guys can help me with this one. This is another musical one. I still don't know what it is, but we featured it here on this show before. But let me see if we can figure it out anymore. What the fuck is this?
All right.
Could have been missing whack track too, but I don't know what the fuck it is. Oh, the Bicycle Man. I still don't know what this is. Now we got Poopy the Cat. Thank you for watching our stupid videos. You're welcome. We love stupid here. I specialize on stupid and silly here on BF Live. I love the sillier and the stupider, the more likely I'm like to play it here on BF Live. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it was fun. I got one more for you in here, and this is a doozy. I don't know what is going on here and how this scenario kind of ended up happening. Spacey 75 says, Neil deGrasse Tyson and Sasquatch broke up the band after this performance. I do get the Neil deGrasse Tyson vibe off of that guy. I always think, whoa, I didn't know Neil had a bond, man. Neil, you got a bond? Whoa, bro. Neil's got a bond. ZZ Top has a theory. He says it's ZZ Top, but with Bigfoot. It plays the rock and roll, it does. It is. Oh, wrong Bigfoot. I'm sorry. All right, well, let me know. Let me know if you can tell me, what the fuck is this? This next thing I'm going to play for you right here on BF Live. And all I can say is, please, maybe you know. I don't know what this is. Although, I will say, it is kind of cool, and it kind of grew on me. But let's check this out. Let's play it, and then we'll talk about what we think we're seeing. We're rocking on BF Live. So I ask you people, what the fuck is that? These are guys dressed in clown costumes, urinal kind of, they're doing clown costumes in a urinal, in a porta potty, doing like some kind of acid jazz. I have no idea what the hell I'm looking at, and that's why I brought it to here. I'll play it one more time. Spacey75 has a theory. He says it's clown toilet jazz. Deadpool says it's easy. It's simply crackheads in there. It could be, but these are some very talented crackheads. Like the caption says, what the fuck? They say WTF. That's what I say too. What the fuck genre is this? I want more. I don't know what it is, but I do want more of it. So let's hear it again. This is some kind of crackhead, kind of porta potty, toilet bowl, acid jazz funk on BF Live. I ain't never seen no shit like it before. Maybe we can all figure out together. What the fuck is this? I like how it starts out like Kenny G. is, but I like it. Booyah! I love how it started out like Kenny G-ish, and then it gets all kind of crazy, acid, jazzy, all type of directions. That's crazy. That's fun. That's the kind of shit I like showing you guys here on What the Fuck Is This? I really don't know how to classify that. I guess I could have put that in whack tracks, but it seemed like a bit more than a whack track. There was a lot more going on there with that than a whack track here. And I see that it's 2:47 here on the East Coast of the United States. I've been doing the best I can to hold it down and entertain you people for 3 hours a day. So please like, share, and subscribe. I hope that you like what I do here and come back every day on BF Live. I want to shout out my friends Bobby, Nick Havens, and Scott. Perhaps you'll join me tomorrow. Maybe you can tell me what the fuck is this or whatever. But shout out. We're going to take it right to the top of the hour because it is Thursday here on BF Live. Thanks for hanging out with me and letting me be your kind of afternoon entertainment. Thanks for all the great comments and super chats and everything that's come in today. I really love and appreciate you guys a lot, and I means it a lot. You know, part of me growing up and part of me wanting to do this, I guess that, you know, I was inspired by the great comedians that we had growing up, and one of them, certainly one of them, not the least of them, is George Carlin. George Carlin was a heady, kind of cerebral comedian, kind of talked about a lot about life and society and how things are all set up and everything. And he had a lot of interesting thoughts and opinions and theories about life and the human existence in general. I want to show a couple clips of Carlin because if you maybe you don't not familiar with Carlin, or maybe you didn't hear this particular bit, but I got a couple like little George Carlin shorts here that I'm going to play here on BF Live. These are just some great comedians that I found these like short clips, and I said I'm going to share these right here. So let's share this on BF. This is a little George Carlin from back in the day. This guy was beyond his years, but let's go.
Assume is still safe to drink in New York, huh?
This is great. And I remember this bit. He would always ask how the water is in every city. And I'll restart it and listen to the reaction.
The water, I assume, is still...
He had these theories about like life and society. Check this out.
Safe to drink in New York, huh? I don't really... Nobody trusts the local water supply. Nobody. And that amuses me. The water, I assume,
there you
is
go.
still
There's a
safe.
Carlin bit that I like from back in the day. Always tried to keep up with his cerebral nature. I knew that he was like, he was telling us some stories back in the day, you know, and you appreciate him more when you get a little older. I like this. And in light of everything that's going on, Deadpool says Bozo and Pennywise are jamming. Gasha said that sounds like a band from a school for the underprivileged, talking about that toilet one. Not in the city, it turns the frogs gay. Talking about the water supply, Deadpool. Well, in light of our, you know, I try to avoid politics a lot here on BF Live because fuck it. Arguing about it in circles doesn't really solve anything. And everybody else, people have the political lane and people have like, you know, the Dappleverse lane and all that stuff. But I like to keep it 100 here. And I like to keep it non-political as much as we can. But there's some things you just can't escape. So in this in this politically heightened time that we are in with the presidential election coming up, I thought it'd be interesting to look back at what Carlin was saying about 30 years ago, what George Carlin was saying about politics and what role he thinks it kind of plays in our life.
That point out our similarities instead of our differences. Because that's all you ever hear about in this country is our differences. That's all the media and the politicians are ever talking about, the things that separate us.
The things that separate us. And you see this happening still today.
Things that make us different from one another. That's the way the ruling class operates in any society. They try to divide the rest of the people. They keep the lower and the middle classes fighting with each other so that they, the rich, can run off with all the fucking money. Fairly simple thing, happens to work. You know, anything different, that's what they're going to talk about. Race, religion, ethnic and national background, jobs, income, education.
See any common things in what he's saying today? This is from 30 years ago. You seeing any of this on your news?
Education, social status, sexuality, anything they can do, keep us fighting with each other so that they can keep going to the bank. You know how I describe the economic and social classes in this country? The upper class keeps all of the money, pays none of the taxes. The middle class pays all of the taxes, does all of the work. The poor are there just to scare the shit out of the middle class.
Holy shit.
I'd like to talk about some
there
things
you
that bring us
fucking
together.
go, man. And notice that he didn't talk about party at all. He's talking about just the act of politics in general. So I like looking back on those kind of classic bits. That's, you know, you do get kind of some of your fundamental thinking when you grow up. You know, you got great guys like that cause you to think about things in a whole different way and to change your point of view. So that's the thing I enjoyed the most about George Carlin was that cerebral wit and just trying to basically giving us the helping us figure out things, what was really popping off in society. So I hope you enjoyed those. That's just, I'm going to share my favorite comedian with you, y'all. Well, you know, y'all, I think if I did start another segment, we'd probably go after the 3 o'clock hour, but I think I'm about to pull this train into the station. Thank you for keeping me company today, y'all. I did the best I could for 3 hours holding it down by myself. I never felt alone 1 minute because you guys are in the chat, engaging me in the show and interacting with me the whole time. So big ups and thank you to the chat family. Thank you for Daniel August and everybody that super chatted me today and gifted memberships, Brian Clauder and everyone. I'm trying to get back into my thing so I can acknowledge everyone by name. But thank you all so much. This stream wouldn't happen and this show wouldn't happen without your support. So thank you very much. I will thank once again from the top, I'll thank Stephen Bravo. I will thank my bro for the 1999 super chat. Brian Clauder, a member for 2 months. Thank you, my friend. And then he remembered up, but he gifted a membership. Daniel August checked in with $19.99, and Jake Fire checked in with $2. Thanks, everybody. I love this, and I'm going to keep doing it until nobody wants me to do it no more. You're going to have to kick me out of here. I love this shit so much. I love this game so much, and I love you all so much. Space Chief 75 says, thanks, BF. And I say thank you for being a brother and keeping me company in the chat today and interacting and engaging with me. Dead Fool's giving me the heart sign and the peace sign. Thank you the same for interacting and engaging with me. I'm here by myself, but I don't feel alone at all. Thank you guys so much for keeping me company today. I hope that what I did helped keep you company today and get you through this day. So this was Thursday, September 12th, right here on BF Live. Please like, share, and subscribe and watch every day, and we'll keep this party going as long as we can. So for myself, no, I usually say for Bobby Nick Havens, but you can usually check in lounge most days. I'll give him some plugs that I can remember. Today is Thursday. So on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, Bobby Nick and Scott Fitzpatrick and Andrew and Stormy sometimes, they all do no filter. So this is a no filter night. So if you want to watch something at 7 o'clock East, check out those boys on No Filter with Andrew and Friends. Also, later on tonight, after No Filter with Andrew and Friends, you can catch up with Chris Abels and the lovely Mrs. Abels, Homie Don't Play That, on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel when they do their show called Killing with the Abels. And that's when Mrs. Abels sits around and talks about her favorite true crime stories and tries to work around Chris bothering her the whole time. No, but it's great. They're a great couple, and they mix it up talking about their favorite true crime stories. It's great just hanging out with some friends, hanging out with one of your favorite couples on a weeknight. So if you want to do that tonight, look for that about after 10 o'clock tonight when Shawnee kind of gets home from work in the 10 to 10:30 hour. So check that out tonight. No Filter at 7, Killing with the Abels after that. Always something great and fun to do with this great community. I love and appreciate you all so much, but that's all I got for you today, folks. So peace and love, and I will see you the next time I see you right here on BF Live. Have a great day, everybody. I really do love and appreciate you so much, and thanks for keeping me company today. Have a great rest of your day, y'all. See you tomorrow, 12 noon East, right here.